Welcome, dear listeners, to the one and only, the incomparable, the occasionally coherent Three Guys and Sometimes Bob podcast, proudly sponsored by the ever so versatile Cigar Cave and the artisanal masters at Steam Distillery.
Broadcasting live from the multifaceted wonder of the world, the Cigar Cave Tobacco Alley, lube, oil, tire shop, and hair salon, where life's essentials meet in a symphony of tobacco, treads, and trim.
Join us, your amiable hosts, and our enigmatic Bob, as we navigate the smoky corridors of casual banter, drifting from the profound to the profoundly absurd. Our conversations are as unpredictable as the services offered at our illustrious recording venue.
Whether you're tuning in for a metaphorical oil change of the mind, a philosophical haircut, or just to hear the latest in steam-distilled wisdom, you've come to the right place. Here at Three Guys and Sometimes Bob, every episode is a unique blend of insights, laughter, and the unexpected.
Sponsored by the Cigar Cave for your finest smoking pleasures and Steam Distillery for those spirited debates. We invite you to relax, light up a cigar, pour a glass of expertly crafted spirit, and enjoy the ride. It's not just a podcast, it's an experience.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
We're back.
We are back at
We're
it.
back. Another Tuesday at the
Good
fucking...
morning, everybody.
Is it
Yes,
morning still?
Well,
Ish.
your clock says like 3 fucking p.m.
No,
Eastern time
my
or
clock
something.
says 8 a.m. I'm fucking...
You're early?
I'm drinking my breakfast smoothie.
Well, you could have fucking brought one.
2. I did.
Well, or 2 or 3 or...
Let me send a message because I know somebody
since
might
Bob
show
ain't
up.
They need to bring lunch. If they're going to be on, they need to bring over food.
This
preferably keto friendly.
Well, let's see if
keto burger.
don't make it gay. What the hell?
Well, no, they can bring the whole burger. We just don't need the bread.
It's just no bread. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. If they're going to be an unnamed sponsor, they can be named real quick with they bring in some lunch.
Yeah. Well,
because I don't got anything going on today. You don't have a lunch schedule.
All I got to do is pack up my.
Okay, so
in order for pickup, we have online ordering available.
We want delivery.
Personal delivery.
Would like to pick up your order.
And screw Dutch at it.
Join us at our new downtown location.
There you
Featuring
go.
pizzas,
There we go. We're all set.
yeah, we're gonna get some stuff going here.
Yeah. Well, if you're not going to talk to anybody, are you?
Yes, no, we will.
Oh, you will.
Locally owned. We've been proudly serving the Grants Pass area.
Oh, I got a call from North Carolina coming in.
Hello, who is this?
How can I help you?
Is this Reagan? This is Haley. Haley?
Anybody?
Hello?
Haley?
Hello?
Haley?
This is not Haley.
Is it Reagan?
This is she.
This is she. Oh.
Okay.
Just hung up on me.
And really hung up on you?
Wow.
That's kind of fucked up. I bet you got the owner's phone number.
I bet you.
I do.
It probably
Is that
dropped
the
the
niece?
phone. You know how far away it is. It probably dropped it in the can.
No, she was weird. No, she got mad at me. She didn't get mad at me. I was pulling in as she was walking in, and I honked my horn, and she got scared and didn't make eye contact. And I walked in right behind her into the back entrance. This is weird that I keep saying back entrance and all whatever.
Right.
But she's over 18, so it doesn't matter. But she, I was like, who's that asshole honking at you? And then she turned and saw it was me, and she was like, oh, I was scared. I'm like,
I got triggered.
yeah.
PTSD.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking talk. Okay.
Try this again.
Thank you for calling Casablanca Coffee and Grill. Someone will
I'm gonna
be with you shortly.
block you guys so
If
this
you're calling
doesn't get
in order
weird.
for pickup, we have online orders
But she'll
available.
still be on air.
Go to
So
mycasablancagrill.com and choose which location.
Casablanca downtown. How can I help you?
Reagan,
Yes?
this is Michael. Is Andy still there?
He is not. He just left.
Son of a bitch. Okay, is Eric there?
I think he just left too, actually.
Okay, so he probably coming with him. Okay, never mind. Thank you. You're a doll.
Bye.
You're so much better than Haley. Love you. Bye. She is so eager to get out of there.
Yeah, now we're back on.
Now you're back on.
Okay,
all right. Well,
yeah,
that was
so
important. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
that was so much fun.
So we're still not getting
wasted
any fucking food.
Yeah, wasted 5 minutes of our life
now
on
we gotta call
dealing with
somebody
Reagan
other.
and Haley and
No, I'm gonna call Andy right fucking now.
DoorDash or some fucking thing. Go back and get us some food.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'm FaceTiming.
you're FaceTiming.
Why the fuck am I FaceTiming?
I don't know.
No, I just fucking call him.
You're the engineer. What?
I don't know.
You're the guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here. We're pulling in.
Bullshit. Turn around.
Oh, no, we were just telling you to pick up and bring food down because now you're a sponsor.
Oh, we are a sponsor. I will have food delivered.
Okay, cool.
Oh, even
Half that
better.
end works.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
All
We'll
right.
see you in a bit.
See you
Bye.
in a minute. All right, that sounds good, man.
All right. Well, I'll
So
go
him and
get
Eric are here. So 2 more microphones.
Yep. Do we got?
Yeah,
equipment
because
for
I
that?
bought the other one. So we've got 5.
Okay.
Throw them out here and I'll help set them up.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, we'll.
Well, you know, we will. Well, I'm going to shut you off though because
You're. Yeah.
because
Can't hear you.
you're that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway, yeah, here we are in the wonderful spot again, and no
spot
Bob.
again. Bob is still on pseudo vacation or whatever he's doing down there.
He's doing something. Yeah, we're
He's-
not sure what. I think it's medical stuff. You know,
Bob medical stuff or just
I
for
think-
society's sake.
I think just his shots so he doesn't get rabies or something. Or,
You know. I think once you get rabies, you don't get it again. So
You give
it's
them
kind
out.
of like not cornflakes. What's the other thing?
Captain Crunch.
No, fucking. What's the thing you get as a kid? That gives
Polio.
you shingles later in life. Okay, nobody's gotten polio for 100,000 years. Chicken pox.
Chicken pox. That's yeah. You know, you can make a nice omelet out of chicken pox.
You know what? You can make a nice omelet out of leftover fucking pizza.
I doubt it.
No, pizza topping omelet.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a-
Take
that's
the
a-
bread part out, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. You scrape the toppings off into your fucking pan.
All right, we'll put that there. This one goes to that. If you hook this there. There we go. Sorry about the nose.
Yeah, there's a lot of
nose,
noise,
too,
a lot of background noise here.
Yeah, extra noise.
Turn that off.
Yeah. So we don't get all that feedback or whatever.
Yeah.
noise.
So. Oh yeah, that new one. That's brand new out of the box.
Uh-oh, here they are.
Oh,
We're here.
getting you guys set up.
Yeah, set up. Eric's got to get plugged in.
Here.
I'll use one of those. No, you have the head.
What the fuck is? Oh, that's the thing. Okay.
That's the brand new one. I don't know. I didn't ever even opened it up, so I had no idea.
Well, it's got all the parts and pieces. We
Let's
just gotta
hope so.
do
It's the
some-
same company I bought
Oh, that-
everything else from.
That's his.
This is his. Oh,
Mine, I have no idea.
I have no idea. You know, it works for me. I'm not.
His wife looks down and says, "What's that?" I have no idea.
Yeah. What's that weird drip? I don't know.
You get a shot for that, you know.
You know, but
Like your girlfriend said the same thing.
Perfect. And he's putting together the. Sorry, folks. We're just.
we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
well,
Basically,
we do. We just can't do it well.
well, there's that. Yeah.
You know exactly what's going on. You don't need that. What is that?
I'm gonna hit you right there.
Womp.
We got you number 5 there, Eric.
You don't need the big patch, right?
No, we're good. That's all we need.
You don't need this part.
No, we're all good.
There we are.
Yeah.
We're on. Sort of.
Ish.
Yeah.
We're
Still
up.
haven't said anything yet, but we're on. Unproductive. Just
Oh shit! Sorry, I hit the button.
not
my bad.
unproductive. Counterproductive.
Counterproductive, interproductive, just
Testing. Eric, are
reproductive.
you here? I can't hear anything.
Okay, I got to turn your volume up. There we go. There we go.
There you go.
Now we're on.
Now you turn my volume down.
Turn. No, just
You don't-
fucking talk
It's loud,
lower.
bro.
Yeah, you don't need to hear anything. Just shush and talk.
Yeah, what the fuck? Okay.
Hey, get close to the mic.
Yeah.
My point is, I can't hear anything because it's too loud.
Well, I hear you just fine.
Yeah.
I hear you.
You're too loud, actually.
I'm a little loud too.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I just shut you the fuck off
yeah.
then, so whatever.
Thank you very much. Drop me down a little bit.
Drop you down. Voice or hearing?
Well, I'll take down my pants in a second.
Wow.
No idea what you just said, but whatever.
Something to look forward to, no?
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Not at all.
No.
What do we want to eat?
Oh, what do we want? I don't
That's a
know.
little too low.
What do you want to eat?
What do you want to eat?
I don't know.
Pizza? Do you want
No.
No.
What do you want? Burritos? You want wraps? What do you like?
Something without carbs.
Oh,
So lettuce.
some nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a random supply of lettuce.
Yeah. You
And
want,
maybe some
You want a Philly?
olives.
Want
No.
a Philly in a box? Steak and cheese?
You know, somebody asked for food to be delivered and fucking got a lot of qualifications, you know? Just fucking.
A little fucking
the
difficult right now.
hell?
No. No.
You know, Trump would have had McDonald's delivered.
Oh. Oh, ouch.
Well-
McDonald's, sorry.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no.
I don't think he can afford that right now. He's doing it.
No, he
I
just
got
got. He just
shot
went.
down
He just went.
75 million.
He just went public with his Truth Social for $5 billion or some shit like
billion, I
that.
heard.
Yeah.
And they
Go
dropped his
5 or
price
3.
to
Whatever,
145 million, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, that's what he's going to get out of. He owns 60% of the stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So-
yeah, I think it went for 6, and he's going to get 4 something.
Perfect.
Well,
So-
yeah, I
Can we go public, Michael?
I read that.
Yes.
With 3 guys.
We
and
are
sometimes
public
Bob?
right now.
read-
We're public right now. We're not now
I
because
read that article. I read that article, and he got to appellate's court, and they dropped the bond to 175
Yeah,
million.
yeah.
And True Social went public, and he's going to get $3 billion. So he's net. You know, I mean, what's that?
I mean, he made money. That's what billionaires do.
So those
They
of
make money.
those 4 people listening, we now have Andy and Eric from Casablanca. Andy's been on here before. Eric is brand new.
First time.
Virgin.
Yes, but he is
Virgin.
also. We got street credit now because he's been on Days of Our Lives.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, Eric is.
He's been on
There's a
numerous-
fun fact.
Fun fact.
Well, we may not want to verbalize that because now we might have to pay him royalties for pointing that out. So I don't know.
We don't have enough money for that shit.
Cocktail break.
We'll give you 10% of the revenue we bring in from this episode.
I might have a
Sagging
nickel.
after Joe.
Yeah.
So now you got to count.
It's like the
Well,
guy
now
that
we
was-
count it. Yeah, got a comps coming in. Yeah, it's, should we call Eric or not Eric? Oh yeah, they're open. Let me call them.
Yeah.
Who?
You're next
Hey.
door.
Next door.
Next door. Opa, I'll talk.
cocktail.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron's working today.
Is he working?
Yeah, his car's out there.
Oh, well, then he must be working then.
Well,
Yeah, let me call him.
he's there anyway.
There's Mr. Obvious happening.
Yeah, why the fuck he's in here already? Also, if you guys are worried about Eric is brand new here, if you're not happy with the word fuck or cunt or pussy lips or
Any
Mud
number
flap.
of things that
mud
Michael might
flap
spurt out.
or just chocolate starfish, whatever. I don't know.
Speaking of cunts, I need to work on my autocorrect because I've never called anybody a cant.
A canned?
I've never done that.
Well,
Well, maybe you should start. We can start the new thing.
You get a little slow. You get, wait for it.
oh no, I was on it before you even said it.
Yeah.
I'm-
That's a
quick
brand
like
new
that.
joke.
Have I told you the difference between an enzyme and a hormone?
Can't hear an enzyme. Oh shit! I heard. Never mind. My bad.
You can't hear an enzyme. On that same note, how do you make a hormone?
Don't pay her.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
All 35.
You know, I got a little story joke. So this has to do with.
Oh
the,
wait, my bad. My bad.
All right,
Hold
now
on.
he's getting
Thank you for calling the Oregon Port Authority. This is Monica. How can I help you?
Hi, Monica. Is Aaron available, please?
He is, but he's at a table. Can you hold on for just a moment?
Hey, Monica. This is Michael out here in the patio, and you are you are live or kind of not live on the Three Guys and Sometimes Bob podcast. So,
Here's Aaron. You want Aaron?
sure. Yes, we would love Aaron. Thank you.
What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
Hey, Aaron, come outside. We need drinks. Gonna leave it short and sweet.
All right.
Love you, bro. Bye. Wow, Monica did not want to play.
No, she was not wanting to participate in your.
That was almost as if calling.
Just like calling Casablanca. Exactly.
Oh,
we only
yeah.
got hung up on
Is
twice.
this?
Yeah, Reagan hung up on us.
Oh, she did.
Well, because everybody else was talking.
That's when you called.
Yeah,
her
I
there?
called her first, and I'm like, because they sound the fucking same. I don't know who the fucking. I'm like, is this? She's like, no, yes, it's. I'm like, then she hung up. I'm like, and so I called back.
There he is.
Aaron, pull up a. Never mind, we don't have any more. But I just want an IPA. You dealer's choice. You guys.
I'll have a silver tequila, soda, and lime. Okay. Two of those.
Nothing.
I'll have 7-Up or whatever you got. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow. Okay.
Anyways.
We know.
We're saving our liver for a week from now.
Yeah, I got a trip.
Well, that's right. You guys got a thing, a cruise
leave
coming
Friday.
up.
We leave
Just
Friday.
massaged it a little bit.
Eric and I are alternative medication, so we always take our liver cleanse. So we keep our liver.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It
great.
actually really helps process the alcohol much better.
How do you know?
Liver fat down. Well, because if I'm not.
Do you poop better or something? I mean,
Actually, no. It. if you don't take it, you feel the next day. You definitely know when you've drank and not drink, but when you're taking it on a regular basis, you just process it.
Oh, you just don't know that you've been drunk,
Yeah, exactly.
drunk all day the day before.
Okay, they call that. Okay, first off, they call that a roofie. That has nothing to do with your
I don't have
liver.
much experience with that. Actually, one time in Mexico.
I do too.
Yeah.
Well, it was probably the same time. Probably the same time. You guys were there together.
I caught someone roofing
I-
a girl, and I out of the bar, and I kicked them out.
Yeah.
That's also when I kicked out. I think it was the next day, the day previous, I kicked out Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill, the lead singer, Cypress Hill. We're down in
Yeah, they've got a story here from Mexico. We got to go into.
I know. In fact, Eric and I lived in Cancun, Mexico. We ended up working for a company that set up and organized parties for spring break and summer vacation.
A lot of roofing going on.
4 of the top 10 clubs in the world were in Cancun at the time, and we had amazing things. Anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 people in these clubs. You know,
Okay.
multi-million-dollar laser light shows back in the early '90s, just so you know, mid-'90s. We're at this bar. It's our party. We set up. We're in charge of just maintaining, right? Like sometimes I'm up on stage emceeing. Sometimes we're doing different things. This night he's roaming the crowd. Eric's roaming the crowd. I'm up on stage and I'm on the mic and everything else. And then I get done. I get off my mic. I come down, and Eric has this black gentleman with his hair and his thing, and he's like, "Yeah, let's gotta get out." And he's got him by the shoulder, and Eric's a kung fu jiu-jitsu master. He's one of 100 in the world. He's badass, right? And he's got this guy, and he's put him in this thing, and he's escorting him out. And I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "He's pissing in the bushes, because they had these, plants. I mean, big trees."
I'm not seeing a problem with this so
So
far.
my thought is, if you don't want me to piss in the bushes, don't have bushes.
This is inside the bar.
We're not talking
well,
about
that's different. Okay.
It's a multi-million-dollar facility, right?
Yeah, if you're pissing in the bush in a planter, problem.
If you were outside,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a different story.
Right,
But
We're not outside.
You're
We're inside. If it was outside, we'd laugh at him and move on. But this inside, and he goes, "No, this is a establishment."
Thank you, sir.
Starts to escort him out. We escort him out the door.
Kick
A
him
few
out.
minutes later, he came through the back. He came in the back entrance because he's Cypress Hill, and he's up on stage with our buddy Chris. And Chris is on the mic. He's like, "Cypress Hill's in the house." And we look out.
Jump around.
And he's like, the music starts playing. And he's like, jump.
And Eric's tackling about.
Eric and I look at each other. He's like, "Oh, you kicked him out. You kicked him out." We just have this big giggle about it. And next thing you know, we're partying with him in the back in the office with the owner.
So you kicked out the lead singer for pissing in the bush of Cypress Hill.
Yes.
But did you know he was?
It was the plant. It was a big plant.
Right,
inside
right.
in the corner, and there was a lot of beautiful women saying,
He should be pulling out his 8-foot schlong to.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it, nor did I want to.
But we got to
So-
go backwards a little
Well,
bit.
my thought would be how close you were to the bush. That would tell you something. If he was sitting back there,
Right, if he's sitting in a lounge chair.
free throwing it. But if he's right up in,
He was right up
in the shrubberies. Yeah, he was. He
wasn't
needed to
any
be famous to
witness. I was just
compensate.
witnessing, helping him boot him out, so I could actually
No
enjoy the
three-pointer.
moment.
But I want to hear about Days of Our Lives or whatever the hell that. What's that? What's that story about?
So Eric is. Yeah, I'll let him tell you.
No, I spent some years in Los Angeles acting, and that was one of
Really?
them. And Passions and Bold and the Beautiful and
No
commercials
shit.
and,
What was the game show
print
that
work.
you're on that you're doing?
Oh,
the
yeah.
strip tease?
Strip
Yeah.
poker.
Strip poker game show he was on.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. He's got all the way down to the skivvies.
Okay.
But more importantly, you should see
You
the
know.
girl that was down the skivvies with him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
So
Was that on NBC?
You can
Oh, wait,
use
it was-
It's on YouTube now. You can
Channel
YouTube it. Yeah.
5 here. Yeah.
TBS. So you, wow, I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It was a good run. It was a good
Okay.
run, but Los Angeles is a lot of fun, and it's changed a lot.
And all of a sudden it wasn't.
And also it wasn't. So
How many?
I
did you do anything other than soaps, or were you on?
Yeah, I
like,
did a lot of commercials. I did a lot of print work. I did a lot.
How much porn did you do?
Well, actually, speaking of porn,
no. Well, I guess that's
ask him about when he, so side gig. So is every actor.
Speaking of that,
Side gig.
Side gig.
Don't talk about porn. That goes in the
Was that the
direction.
little guy?
That's a
He
different-
starts
that's-
pointing at me when you say porn. So
We're not talking about Andy.
Yeah. now, I'm
Self-made
married.
porn doesn't
I'm married.
work.
I'm
Wow.
married.
Yeah.
So,
Doing it on your phone is completely different from
the side gig,
having a
as every
straight
actor, or
camera.
90% of actors in California who haven't made it big or just doing jobs and working, they always have a side gig, and it's typically as a server, right? Because you have the flexibility of schedule, you
Sure.
can do
Right,
this and that. You work evenings, so you can go to the auditions during the day, et cetera, et cetera.
Who the fuck was that?
Eric got to work at the.
That's my boss.
Oh, tell her we said hi.
Yeah.
Eric got to work at the Playboy Mansion one time, so you can ask him stories about that.
Oh yeah, I had a friend that went there with the guy that was in.
Hugh Hefner?
No,
Before him.
he was an actor. He was a porn actor. He was with
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy?
No,
It's the only one I know of.
John Holmes?
no.
That's it. That's the show.
Same era.
Same era. So
Talking about the
70s.
biggest dick porn stars.
Harry
Well,
Reeves.
Harry Reeves?
Harry Reeves.
I don't know that.
Well, he was in.
Thank God.
with was it Linda Lovelace?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sure, probably.
Yeah, and his real name was
What was his name again?
Harry Reeves.
Harry.
Yeah.
So it was in the 70s.
Yeah, so I knew this girl, this woman, that was her first boyfriend, and Herbie
Hancock.
Shriver or something. Anyway,
Was that Maria Shriver's brother?
no, that was no
Uncle, maybe.
But he's from New York, and so yeah, Maria, that was her first boyfriend, and she didn't want her dad to meet the guy, but she ended up in at Playboy Mansion.
Because her dad was a giant freaking porn watcher. He'd be like, hey, I know that fucker.
I know that
It's like,
guy. Yeah.
No, you don't need to be splitting
behind the green
my
door or
daughter
something?
apart.
Yeah.
REEMS.
Yeah.
Yeah, not REAMS.
R-E-H.
Not like paper. It's more making bigger, not paper.
Well, I googled it, and there's just nonstop, like 92 videos of Harry Reams. Harry Reams fucks, bachelor, wedding, porn, day porn.
Yeah, it
every
was
day.
I'm glad you're doing that on your phone and not mine, because I don't need to have the Google search.
Harry Reams sucked and fucked hard. Then fucks back.
Perfect.
Nice. Okay, so we found the appropriate Harry Reams in case there was a bunch. You know, and
There
we found the
actually
right
is.
one.
I Wikipedia'd one, and it said
He's a cop in
New
Jersey somewhere.
born August 27th, 1947.
Sounds about
March
right.
1913. Harry, but was just American. Oh, pornographic. Later became a real estate agent. His famous roles were Dr. Young in the 1972 movie Deep Throat.
Deep Throat. That was it.
Yes, yeah. The Devil and Miss Jones. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was a busy
70s.
Those are the big ones, though. Those are some, as far if you were talking.
So, he was a friend of
He's
yours?
one of the most
He was.
prolific.
I never met him, but he was
in adult
he was
film
the
industry.
boyfriend
He
of a
became-
woman I knew.
Oh, gotcha.
And she lived here, Maria Elena Allegretti, and she was a.
How come everybody you know has three names?
Oh my God.
You don't.
No,
Oh,
but
could be Michael
Etzel Ford Fairlane did, you know.
That's him. Yeah.
For our readers here,
Our readers, because nobody reads.
for our listeners,
Yeah, nobody
here,
reads.
Is that the biggest porn stash you've ever seen?
Dude, that screen.
I mean, I think he invented the
70s
porn
want it
stash.
back,
Yeah,
Or he's a cop.
I've
One
never
or the
seen.
other.
It's never seen a porn stash.
Yeah, it looked
quite
like
bigger
Tom
than that.
Selleck.
Yeah, a little bit. Like,
Yeah, that
if
screams
you took Tom
frickin'-
Selleck and doubled the size of the mustache. There you go. That's Harry Reams. I was like,
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay, so I missed everything. So, Eric,
okay.
when
Eric-
did you quit Hollywood?
Probably about 8 years ago.
No shit.
Okay. Cool.
so here's the
Years ago.
story. You want the story? I'll give you.
Andy's got the
He's
scoop
gonna tell
This
the story.
and no filter. So
Let me strap on in because usually Andy's stories take like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's going to take a
let me
second.
let me get a smoke going.
All right.
Okay.
I'm at Casa.
Let me just say that I'm not done with Hollywood.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Good.
Can you get anybody like really cool here other than yourself? Like to stop in and
his
say,
wife is another.
Wife's famous.
Yeah.
His wife was on Shameless.
Shameless. Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Which one?
Princess
The
Diaries.
jerk off scene.
Which one?
So,
This is where I shut up.
so his wife
I'm not
gets
saying
this,
a
wife
word.
gets this job. She gets this job. She gets hired for Shameless, and it's the episode where, what was the gentleman's name?
Kevin.
Kevin gets the free ticket. His wife. He finds out his wife was sleeping around with the girl, the Russian lady from the bar. You know.
Correct.
the
Yeah,
manager.
from the
And he
hand
finds out
spa or whatever.
They
Yeah.
find out that his wife fools around with him, and so he gets mad and he gets upset. And she goes, "Well, I'll give you a free ticket. You can go. You get a free pass to go do whatever you want." So he's sitting at the bar, and he's talking with Beth.
No, not saying names.
He's
talking to a person
at the bar who happens to be Eric's wife.
Kind of late, but whatever.
And he's telling the story, and he's like, but I just don't want to do it. I just can't do that. And I think, but maybe a hand job or something. I could do a hand job. And she looks over and she goes, I have a hand. And the next scene is her, doing the deed in the car.
Not really. Well, yeah, it's Hollywood. They bring in a stunt dick for that, don't they?
It's all miming, but she puts her hands on, and it's about
does like this,
about 8 inches around. Yeah. He looks at her and goes, "Wow, thank you very much."
Thank you very much.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to.
Nice
so
big
that
hands.
would be at the
There's
end of the season.
There's nothing.
She was
actual,
also in. She was also a mean girl in
Princess Diaries.
Diaries.
No,
she's in all 3 of them.
She's
no
worked
shit.
All 3.
We met in Los Angeles, so she's
So you got connections?
I don't say I have connections.
You have acquaintances?
Okay, so if we wanted Budweiser to do a commercial of this,
No, I don't want.
And then we don't win.
What's
okay.
What's
not Budweiser, but
let me ask.
No, but Dylan Mulhaney or whatever. Yeah.
Done.
Okay,
Done.
okay, maybe Heineken or fucking Coors. I mean, something less gay than Bud Light now.
So
whatever. Anyways,
let's ask, who's the most famous person that you're friends with? Like you got his phone number, you can call him up and go,
Well,
hey Tom.
he's passed away now. But
We can't call him then.
Your mentor?
He can't call him up. No, I don't. Oh yeah, my mentor, but
and don't say anything you don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, don't.
I don't know. I've met a lot of people. I wouldn't say that I can sit there and call them up, but I've met a lot of people. I've met a lot of famous people.
What's his name? Eric Estrada. What about him?
Well, I never met him, but I'll tell you this one story. I was driving on Ventura Boulevard, and
they made a song after that.
And I stop at the stoplight. I'm in Studio City. I'm on Ventura Boulevard, and I look over, and they got this. It's a Bentley, and it's Eric Estrada right next to me. I look over. I'm like, wow. And I look at Eric Estrada, and then I look. And he looks up in his rearview mirror and adjusts his toupee. And I just ruined it for me. He always had the great hair,
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And I was like, wow.
Took all
fucking ruined.
Took all that macho machismo
Okay,
out.
so we've got some people in California. So if Eric Estrada, if you were one of them in California that's listening, this is
seriously doubt that he is, but
sorry for outing you with your toupee.
Sorry,
that's
it's probably
our bad.
out already. So
Why don't you out Sylvester Stallone while you're at it?
Wow. Oh, is he gay too?
No.
I don't want to mention that. No, I had a friend. He's passed away now, but great guy. Won't say his name, but he was.
Was it Richie Valens?
No, well, yeah, no. Well, that's a little dated. I'm not that old yet. So he
1952.
He actually was an actor, and he got the wonderful job. I think I've told you this, Mike.
Probably have. No, you told Drunk Mike. He doesn't remember.
Mike, yeah. Well, he was the acting coach for the Playboy Playmates.
Oh, okay.
So,
good job.
They needed acting coaches?
Yeah.
They're dumb as bricks.
But don't they just act dumb? Isn't that the lure of them?
No,
is just
that's not
be
acting.
hot and naked.
Stand up and show us how he used to move.
No,
I don't want to. I don't want to see that.
Once we get our YouTube channel set up with the cameras, then we'll bring Eric back for the Playboy coaching video.
That's pretty cool.
But it was very strict orders that you cannot touch these women. You're a coach, and there's no, you got to leave them alone. You can't hit on them. You can't do that. It's a contract. He said. So anyway, but one of them was dating. He tells me the story, and it's all on him. It's I can't verify.
And he's dead. So
but he tells me this story, and he says Stallone's in his dressing room or in his trailer, and got one of the playmates in there, and they're about to go at it, and he says he says to her, he says, hey, hold on for a second. He walks back in the back bedroom, and you hear the.
Got it. Well,
you got to pump it up. You're gonna pump it up. I mean, but hey,
it's bad when the air compressor kicks in.
Air compressor. I mean, God bless the guy. I mean, look, he's.
Hey, whatever you do what you got to do. I mean,
yeah, he smokes $150 cigars. So
he does whatever.
Well, and my thought is, okay, you can get the CO2 cartridge.
Cigar worth it.
Just a quick.
Well, that might give you a little shock.
Well,
Eric, did you ever know Brad Johnson?
No.
He Flight of the Intruder. He played in a couple movies. His dad was originally from Grants Pass.
I think I've heard of that name. Before,
Grove Johnson, who used to own the water hole.
Oh yeah,
the old owner, the 1980s,
back in that,
the 1980s
when
water
it was
hole.
a really good
You know
restaurant.
who used to work for him, right?
For Grove?
Yeah.
You?
No.
Oh.
My purchasing manager.
Well, you don't want no names.
Yeah, my purchasing manager.
Talking about Special K.
Yeah, Special K. Special K worked out there when he was 16 years old, so he knew the original owner and he would do all the specials for him.
Right on.
Back when it was a really fine.
It was
When it was good. When it was the water hole.
And it was hot too.
It was great. That was one of the places to go.
It was, it was better than a lot of them around here.
Yeah.
No, it was fabulous.
And then
We were just talking about it earlier.
A lot of his stuff that he comes up with me, he's like, "Oh, that's what we used to do over there," and all the different types of cuts he used to use, and how he used to do. They had steak and lobster and everything.
How old was he back then?
16.
16, yeah.
So is he
16,
is he our age? I thought he was younger.
He's a little older.
2 or 16.
He's older than us. He's older than me.
He's about 10.
a lot of people are.
Well,
Okay, so I'm
other than
I'm
you,
somewhat
I'm the
blown away.
oldest
I'm
one
not
at the
starstruck
table.
or anything
So
because I
anyways,
don't.
but no,
But
yeah.
your wife is still active in.
Yeah,
she's
doing. Yeah, she's working in the in right now in talent in Ashland and so on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Doing like documentary or not
plays. She's working doing plays.
Oh no,
Local
kidding.
theater.
I don't think I ever met your wife. Maybe I've seen her down there.
You
but
probably have. Or
She
so.
also is a famous. She works. She's a voice coach.
Yeah.
So she
Really?
teaches voice. She actually has a job with
the OSF.
OSF, the Oregon
Who?
Shakespeare Festival.
Oh,
Oregon
okay.
Shakespeare Festival.
Oh, cool.
Wow, super cool. I mean, the things that
You know,
we
it's
learn-
funny
See,
how-
Mike,
how-
you know all this shit, and
I don't know any of this.
Well,
And
you
it's-
were told it, drunk Mike.
Yeah,
so I
drunk
get
Mike
it.
knows everything, but does
Mike,
not
yeah.
talk to me. No, but what's
The
funny
password's
is
kinda tough to get
is
into.
us assholes over here are so uncultured. We didn't even know what OSF stood for.
Yeah, that's true.
We're like, what? What the fuck is that? Is that the sheriff's department? I don't know.
Orgasm, something.
Stick fun.
Stick fun.
Stick fun. I don't know. Yeah, I have no
Outside the
idea.
field.
Yeah,
All right, well, let's
outside the
talk about
field.
let's talk about Gope a little bit since that's
So Gope, and
Well,
I don't know-
actually,
I don't know-
that the phone call I just got was the wife goes, "Hey, I found a piece of property that we could buy," and I went.
Does she know that we have no money, right?
And I go, I don't think we're quite there
We
yet.
have
She
not
goes,
officially monetized, but
But she goes, "Oh, you got to look at this."
Well, once we get
like,
the
fuck.
lottery done, then we got it.
well, yeah,
I
the
keep on
lottery's-
trying.
Yeah.
I keep on trying.
So
we
to
have
let you
resources.
so let you guys know.
We're going to need resources
Yeah,
on
let
this
you
$500,000
guys know.
piece of property.
My resources were a little bit different because I was just talking to Eric about a property in Mexico. So
Now I'm in.
Yeah, we can divert our focus.
Can we do Gope in
We can,
Mexico?
we can divert our focus and take care of the homeless Mexicans.
Well, there you go.
So Eric, you have not been involved in this before. So
aren't all the homeless Mexicans here now?
Well,
No,
they're not homeless. They're here
No,
now.
they're not
got
homeless.
homes.
They're not homeless.
They got homes and they got
They live in the
jobs.
luxury hotels in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got jobs and they pay taxes.
So I'm going to let
Yeah.
Michael go with
sure they
go
do.
with,
So anyways-
with the Gope.
You got a job,
what's a
you pay
Gope?
taxes, you don't get anything out of it. But,
Hey, Daddy's trying to talk over here.
oh, again?
Again.
I know.
Did you stop?
Wow.
There's
Yeah.
a-
No, I never
there's
stopped.
a
But no.
comma once in a while,
So
Gope.
Gope Mountain. So Gope, we figured out after we named it. We actually named it Gope because Garen one day couldn't pronounce goat, and he said Gope, so we just went with it. But then we figured out because our thing is we're going to buy some land, put up a bunch of tiny homes or something for the
Unfortunate.
Well,
unfortunate.
no, they're not unfortunate because they caused their unfortunality.
Yeah, but
Well, did
That's a word.
So, but
Yeah, sure it is.
but it's a whole ecosystem of not just free housing, so you can hang out there and do what you've been doing, but there's going to be some super strict rules, no religion involved, because that fucks up a lot of them.
Yeah, when the government and religion gets involved, then
yeah,
we can't
exactly.
do what
We
we
can't
want to
do it.
do.
And I can tell you a whole story on that, but as you love my stories.
I do love your story.
And he's talking.
Daddy's still talking. I've got the spirit stick. When you get it, you can talk.
Is that what you call that?
Did you say hi to Todd this morning?
No, fucking Todd has been fucking. Anyways, so we but our vision is to do something.
Bullshit. That must be must be the comma.
So okay, I'm gonna call.
I'll go.
You just go tell him we need another fucking another what for? Yeah, another round.
Pint glasses.
A pint glass?
Yeah. So but it is in a nutshell of a community that is self-supportive. We bring these people in, give them house, because realistically, if you're strung out on heroin and in a tent over here, you're have no reason to get clean, because part of what you're doing is to mask the bullshit you're going through in life. So let's give them housing. Let's bring in some social workers, some therapists, try to figure out, let's get their life straight, and then we work on getting them clean. Give them a purpose in life. Give them a job.
Working the mental institutions that we used to have.
Working with the machinist union, some trade unions of apprenticeship type of stuff. Give them a skill set. Talk to these contractors and say, hey, we get a guy that you don't have to pay, because we're going to be through our funding systems, which with this part of this is we're getting monetized. We provide them with a place to live. We're going to have gardens, and they're going to have chores to maintain that. So full kitchen to where they're. No, we're not initially. Maybe we'll have some. We're not gonna have no goats and fucking chickens. They're gonna kill, but gardening and chores for them to do, and their day jobs to give them a purpose, and then hopefully then they can transition out. But the rules are: gates shut at 8 p.m. If you're not in,
you're out.
You're out, and the next morning you can come up and pick up your shit and leave.
Hold on, I think we've already come up with a system like this called prison.
Wow.
It's called, you know what I mean? You got communal living.
You know what?
You give them a trade.
With the exception of the religious part, sounds like the...
and they learn to skill trade.
The system that they're already in. So they already have that system. My friend of mine, guy that does...
No, on a serious note, it's a great idea.
On a serious note, you can't have the gates closed at 8. They have to close at like 10 or 12.
Something. It's going to be a structure. It's going to be structured.
Mine had structure.
Yeah.
He had structure. He's a very capable person. He's had his own business.
In prison, they can't leave.
He's made his own money.
Right? Generally.
But he's also...
they can.
He had to check into a place.
Some of them do.
Some of them.
Fucking Alcatraz, whatever.
There to get his bed, and if he didn't get there by a certain time, he didn't get his bed, and then he's out, and then he's sleeping in his car, and he couldn't sleep in his bed. And I mean, there's all these different regulations that we put on these people that are unrealistic regulations. And like I said, the solution to the homeless situation in Oregon, at least, is to reopen.
I got a rebuttal on this.
Is to reopen the asylums that we had, because they're checked in, they're locked down, they're getting proper medication, proper assessment.
Oh, absolutely.
Proper care, right? They're warm and they're safe, which is what they need, right?
Yeah.
If they're violent, if they have all these different kind of conditions and different things, they're separated from the group, and then they can re-assimilate into society. Now, granted, our society in Oregon now with open drugs and free this and free that, as soon as they get out, you know where they're going.
Right. They're going back to what they're used to.
Right.
Yeah. But one thing as being prior military, without rules and regulations, you have no normalcy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, if you can't make it back by 8 o'clock, you're fucking sleeping out in the rocks.
Yeah.
And that's the hardcore, because right now they have no regulations, they have nothing.
Yeah.
And
that's why
they're running amok.
And
that's the thing. If it's at 8 o'clock, and that can just be for a time until they're in the proper place.
I look at it as you've got a tiered system to where you're here day one, you're going to be a lot more strict accountability and rules than dude that's been here for 3 months.
Okay,
that kind of a thing.
Well, yeah, because it's like if you have children, you're not, you have a teenager and they're not going to be staying out all night. You want them to have a curfew and have them
and repercussions for not making it.
Having them
when
responsibility.
I had my auto detail shop. I had this gentleman. He'd come by. we began to I'd save my cans for him. This guy, man, I told him. So he used to collect cans, and I'd see him all over town. I mean, he'd be on the north side of town, he'd be on the south side of town. This is back when they used to have the homeless encampment back where now the bus station is.
Correct.
Where the city buses are. Before they developed that, there's huge homeless encampment back there. And
back at the tracks.
Yeah, back.
Yeah, the railroad tracks.
Railroad tracks. And my detail shop was just off the railroad tracks on Agnes. And so this guy would come in and he would pick up our cans, and I started saving the cans for him, and he'd sit and we'd have a beer with him, and I started talking to him about it. And I talked to him about the issues that were going on. This is over 20 some years ago. And he's like, well, Andy, I said, why don't you go to the mission, get a place to stay and get a job? I mean, I go, you work harder than most people that I know. I go, if I could have a couple of guys like you, I said, I wouldn't have to work. And he says, well, I like to drink my beer, and I like my beer, and if I go to the mission, I have to clean up, I can't drink, I have to be there by a certain time, I have to follow these rules, and I just want to be free and do what I want to do, and so I know if I do these things, I can get the things that I want. So he's a very productive individual. So
correct.
He goes from the tracks, he walks up to the north side of town, he does all the stops at all the trash cans and all the businesses where he knows he can get the cans, and he's pushing this giant cart. I mean, he's got to walk 20 miles a day. 10 miles on the low side, 20 miles on the average, probably, realistically. And he'd get all these cans, he'd cash them in, he'd get his money, he'd buy his beer, he'd go back to his little spot on thing, and he'd drink. But then he also explained about what was going on over here. So you got these people that are on some kind of government assistance, and they're getting their medications and this and that. Maybe they're, one of the things he was saying was if you're diabetic and they're getting their insulin, well, insulin for a non-diabetic person can get the people
it's expensive.
High, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently it can get you high in some sort. So this is, remember, I'm remembering from 20-some years ago. But so you have these people who have this drug for their psychosis or whatever, and they're trading that drug to the people with the insulin because the insulin gets them high and doesn't make them normal. You see what I'm saying? And so
did not know that.
So
that's weird.
Kind of this whole world of this homeless situation where they've got government assistance giving them certain kind of medicated, over-the-counter drugs. And they're trading with other people to get over, and it's just evolved now. Now we've got all these other drugs that people are dying from and everything else. But back in the day, none of that stuff wasn't quite as.
They didn't have the fentanyl and all that kind of shit that was coming down,
In minor extra doses is going to kill you, But that's what was going on, and the people have chosen this way of life. They've chosen it, and what you've got going on with dope, I think, is fabulous, and what you got going on to help the people out who need that kind of assistance, but that's only a percentage of these homeless people.
Oh, absolutely. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Not for everybody, and it is not supposed to be.
There's a lot of people haven't chosen it, but a lot of people have. Well,
for some people it's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
some people it's a lifestyle and they love it, and that's fine. But and our thing is, if we can help out those who will accept it and it can help and change their lives around,
that's great.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And so back to what we were talking about earlier, how GOPE name originated because Garen can't speak. Then we found out it can become an acronym that actually stands for Giving Opportunity and Purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And so that's where we're moving forward to. And as I said, if we can just help 20 people in a year.
Yeah. But what I love about it is if the state is not going to do it, and our government's not going to do it, and our taxpayer money is not going to do it, let's put something together that we can reformulate what we already used to have.
Yeah.
That worked, and reformulate that where you're going to have a little bit more opportunity, a little bit more leniency. And
but if you
more adaptability,
if you look at our political system and our even local government system, homelessness is a full-time job for people.
Yeah.
You look at LA, where you came from.
Yeah.
They are people making $200,000 a year and more to manage and fix the homeless situation.
Oh, yeah.
What incentive do they have to fix?
They don't. They're
$250,000 a year job?
Well, it's like cancer.
Yeah, exactly. What incentive do you have to fix it?
Why do you want to cure it? Because it just makes money.
But they have cures. They have naturopathic cures.
The hell you got going on
apricot
over there, huh?
seeds. You understand that?
Oh,
If
you start trying to rub one out. I mean,
the apricot seed open, and you take the center of the apricot seed out.
Yeah.
There's a chemical inside of that seed that actually kills cancer cells, and they've known about this since the 70s, and they've been repressing it. Now with modern technology and YouTube, not YouTube,
YouTube is modern technology. But
YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook Reels and stuff like that, it's starting to get out to more and more people.
Yeah.
But there's studies of these areas where these people live, and one of the main food sources are these apricot seeds, and there's actually zero cancer in that.
Well, but okay. Also, you look at the rest of their lifestyle.
No,
they're not eating McDonald's. They're not eating processed Tyson food.
There you go. But
not to out Tyson, the lawyers for Tyson. I'm sorry, I didn't. I just used your name as a reference. Not saying that your foods cause cancer,
There's 18
so don't sue me.
ingredients in McDonald's French fries.
If you're not careful, Mike's going to come over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
punch you right in the nose.
Yeah, he is. Well, he's got to fight. He's got to train for Jake. What's his name? The YouTube guy.
Oh, Jake Paul, yeah.
Jake.
But see, that's the difference between Europe and the United States. I mean, Europe's they don't have all those pathogens.
There's no processed foods.
There's no processed foods. They're trying to eliminate all those things, and those are a lot of things that affect your gut, and disease comes from the gut.
Yeah, your body does not know how to processed foods, for lack of a better term. So you take away your nut seed oils, your processed foods, your things like that. Processed sugars are huge. And the amount of, I did a thing a couple of years ago where I cut everything out. I did organic beef, organic chicken, wild caught fish, and I would make meals I would do one protein, frickin' starch like potatoes or sweet potatoes or whatever, and broccoli, asparagus, whatever. And first off, the first week I lost like 15 pounds just on inflammation alone.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then over the next couple months, I felt better, of course, but then I love beer, so I went back. And then once you drink beer, then you got to have pizza.
You gotta have other things.
Shit like that goes with it. But there's something to be said that you can moderate that. I have not learned that yet. I'm trying. I'm not trying.
Yeah, there's that balance, right?
There's the balance
that we all need. And
all things in moderation.
I used to do these twice a year, these 21 days cellular detox as well. It takes 21 days for your cell to rejuvenate. And, that's why they say that, you're constantly changing as a person, right?
Yeah.
But, that was the same way. I would
and
do
you
those,
feel great.
I'd lose 15 pounds of just bloat and water.
Of just bullshit.
And you just feel great. And your mind changes, your body changes.
Everything about you.
Everything, and not to mention, I mean, you can smell better, you can hear better. It's a lot of the senses improve.
Yeah.
And also your hormones change. I mean, your pheromones.
So you're getting pussy left and right is what you're saying. All you gotta do is spend 21 days eating some juice. You're gonna get pussy left or dick if that's where you go. Whatever it is,
I was down at Costco the other day, and
speaking of dick.
And I found this dragon fruit juice.
Okay.
And dragon fruit's pretty damn good. It's tasty stuff.
There's nothing to it.
It's fruit.
I know it's fruit, and they're pretty. But then once you actually the juice and stuff, there's nothing. It's like a weird white iridescent frickin' thing.
It looks like it's got vanilla seeds in it.
Yes,
It looks like a bigger version of a kiwi.
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Like a pink, giant pink kiwi.
They actually taste pretty good.
I know. My daughter's got a kiwi, or not a kiwi plant, a dragon fruit plant down there in San Diego.
Yeah.
She got some other weird fruits that she's cultivating.
They're great. They actually taste good.
Yeah, they do. I love them.
His daughter just turned 50.
Yeah.
Lives down there and she's sports medicine. She's a trainer.
Strength and conditioning.
Coach. Yeah.
Yeah. Busy.
2 orders of the Furious.
They're getting some food.
Andy's ordering food. Yeah, what the fuck? It's been forever.
I know. We're starving to death.
Wow.
Look at us. We're wasting away.
We should almost just order from in there because they're open, right?
No.
No,
That's a different situation.
Yeah, we don't say that out loud though, but
No.
Monica wouldn't talk to us. So.
Come through this.
She didn't want to talk to you anyway. You were on the radio.
Well,
or whatever this is called.
She passed you on.
She did. She found Aaron real quick.
Yeah, you're on the Spotify.
If I was a customer, then she was like, he's with a customer. But now that you're not a customer and you're Mike, then no, he's here.
I want to go back to the GOP. I'm really fascinated with this because I like it. I think this is great. I think it's a great thing. Do we have a place?
No, we have nothing. We're trying to work.
You're trying to work it out.
We don't even have anything on paper.
Yeah, we have nothing. We're so my
it's a
goal.
Theory.
Yeah, it's a theory. It's a thought. It's a dream, a pipe dream, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's something we've been talking about for quite a while, and this is sort of the first step. For one thing, getting the word out.
Yeah.
The next thing, because with the podcast, we can monetize this. We've got a website up, 3guysandsometimesbob.com.
Great.
Number 3, not letter 3.
Because we can't
So
spell.
yeah. And we're going to start selling, and I need to get back on this week. I'm going to get back on there, and we've got some swag. You know, if you want a 3 guys fucking.
No butt plug.
Why?
I don't know. It just.
There's a market for everything.
I'm sure there is. But
Anyways.
I don't
Anyway.
think.
Okay. I don't know where that came from, but that's okay.
Mike,
We're not quite there yet.
Paraphernalia.
It was from a prior podcast.
Drunk Mike was
there's
all for it.
You know,
It probably was.
if
No lube involved.
Oh yeah.
you know, if you get a good butt plug, you don't need lube.
What? And that
See,
that's
well,
been
coming
reported.
from a chief salesman.
It's not about the good butt plug. It's about the good
butt.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it needs to be accepting.
Oh,
It's and relaxed.
A balloon knot.
Well,
We're not signing a contract here.
well,
maybe, maybe there is.
no. It's but okay. So the
Full disclosure, Mike's first question is, what's your gag reflex?
okay, that has nothing to do with butt plugs. That's
God, I hope not.
that's
Might
on
as well.
That's on the other end. So, but on that note, I do have to pee, so I'm going to sign out, and you guys can talk shit about me while I'm gone.
Believe me, we
do
will.
that right while you're here too.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a freaking headset so you can talk to me while I'm just.
I mean, your
That's
mic's still on, so
That sounds exciting.
Well, no, but it's not broadcasting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Be careful in there.
Yeah, don't hurt anything. God.
The bathroom right there. I went all the way over there.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
there's
the
one right here.
pisser's right there.
It's
I didn't know.
it's a
I
VIP
mean, you've only
center.
been here, I don't know, a couple dozen times that I know of.
Yeah,
It's not like you
I went to
purposely.
that one. That's okay. I
mean, you need to probably walk it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure it's all dry by the time you get back.
Yeah, it gives it time to drip.
Hey, it's yours. You do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
by the
not.
time you wrap it around, you know, it's
I know.
Right. Tie a
time to
knot in
drain,
it.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Knot.
You know how it is.
You know
Maybe
how
not.
it is.
Okay, so what's going on in the world of Casablanca right now? How you guys looking?
Oh, it's great. We've had a lot of ups and downs.
Ins and outs?
Ins and outs. You know, the business is good. We're happy. We're really working just with our staff, trying to keep the quality up, keep the consistency up.
Yeah.
We just had a deal that kind of fell through in a Medford location.
Yeah, I am not heard, but you know, I am somewhat indirectly involved with that.
Yeah, your wife. So
No, and you know, there's definitely
I was in
client
conversations with her. So
client privilege
Yeah,
is
for
down,
sure.
and she is very, very
good about it. So we had
Very
we had
good
a- we
about
had a
it,
deal- So just for all the listeners, we had a deal working on a property in Medford. We thought that was going to work out, and as we looked into it, it was just going to be such a massive project, and then the amount of money it was going to double what we expected. So we backed out. We actually re-entered back into negotiations on a much lesser price, so we could actually afford to do what we wanted to do. And as of now, that deal is squashed, but we think that there's still a possibility.
Well,
we have. So moving forward from that project, we also want to. Union's been there 17 years. We'd love to. Do some more upgrades. We bought some new equipment. We bought some new stuff. The kitchen's fabulous.
Sure.
We've got a lot of new stuff there, but we want to redo the front and get our coffee station a little better and make our stuff a little more efficient. And so we really wanted to focus on that before we go to Medford, but then this opportunity came up, and so now that opportunity is moving on, we're looking at getting the Medford and downtown store really dialed in, and then going forward from there.
Yeah. Cool. Well, you know, with one thing in business, and you guys have been in business for a long time, and we have too, and just because the opportunity goes away doesn't mean that was a bad thing.
Yeah,
you know, there things happen for, you know, that old cliche thing. You know,
things happen for a reason.
Things happen for a reason. And they really do. They really do. But now on your property out on Union, you guys don't own the that where Rich Holstrom used.
He used to rent that spot from us.
Oh, so you guys have that?
Yeah, it's both those
holy
spots.
Chris,
So
that doubles the size of your property.
Yeah, we own that.
I got an
I own that
excavator and dump
property.
trucks. We can get that thing out of there real quick. I mean, it's easy. Wouldn't you say, Roy? We got the equipment.
Not a problem. I got some really nice tow ropes. We can just
done.
I think our plan is to expand on the building that we have there. We have on one side of the drive-through, it's double width, so we're thinking about expanding the building out a little bit so we can have a bigger kitchen line, because right now, you know, we do about 350 transactions a day through that store.
I'm glad you said actions after that.
Transact.
Transact. Yeah.
Well, they're right next to the hospital, so you know.
Well, there is.
It takes us to the LGBTQ thing we were talking about earlier.
Exactly. Yeah.
Plus.
But we do. Yeah, we plan on expanding that a little bit and giving a little bit more room inside for
having
the
a
servers
patio.
and the cooks in there and getting an enclosed patio. I mean, we did have an enclosed patio in there before. The city was not. I don't know. Wow.
They're so business friendly.
Yeah.
Well, my thought is, other than the people that hang out in the hospital smoking area there, I mean, I wouldn't see somebody be like, let's go there and drive there and hang out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a drive-through.
Yeah.
And it does great as a drive-through. I mean, it said you might have some people from the local area there at the hospital that want to just walk over, but I would assume that they're going to walk over and grab food and go back anyways.
Yeah, they do. A lot of times they have a little half-hour break.
It depends on the weather too, I imagine.
It really does.
Yeah,
depend on the weather.
Yeah.
You know, and if you have an enclosed patio in there, and when it's winter with heat, and then we had a ductless system in there with in the summer, and it was great. People can go in there, and then there's a lot of people traveling. You know, they travel on the Redwood Highway. They go out to the coast and they stop by. They want to grab a little bite to eat. They want to
sit down and eat.
They want to sit down and eat. I mean, it's not like you're going to be there for 2 hours and like a sit down dinner and so on. But hey, you got kids.
You want to get the fuck out the car, basically.
Let me get out of the car, stretch my legs.
You're there half an hour
before I drive
on
on there for another hour and a half to the coast. So they want something to
and that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
I'd be going to the coast this weekend, except we
are going to the coast.
I'm going south coast. Yeah, Long Beach.
Oh, Long Beach. Yeah.
We'll be.
I'm going down.
Oh yeah.
I'm going down April 16th to the 19th to Newport Beach.
Yeah, we're leaving Friday.
Yeah, we fly in Friday.
Fly in Friday,
and then we get on the boat on Saturday.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Mexican Riviera.
Oh, wow.
Cabo, La Paz, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta.
They're slumming. They're slumming.
I shot a commercial in La Paz.
I've never been to La Paz. They just added
Eric
this.
and I lived in Mexico.
Yeah, I shot a commercial out in La Paz.
Got the jet skiing.
Yeah, jet skiing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost killed somebody. That's okay.
Well, these things do happen.
They flew out 4 Australian models.
You can't touch them.
No, I could.
Oh, okay.
He's like, the fuck I can't.
The wife might not like it, but he could.
I wasn't the acting coach.
That was before the wife.
Oh, I see.
That was before, yeah.
Before wife. Oh.
No, I wouldn't do it now. You know what I mean?
I mean, she jerked a guy off at a restaurant or a bar once. I wouldn't do that to her.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, it pays the bills, right?
Yeah.
She's getting residuals off that for years.
$20 is still $20 downtown.
$20.
It's $40 up Northtown.
Yeah.
Downtown is $20.
Yeah.
$20.
$20, yeah.
That
Hey.
reminds me of the joke, $50 is $50. You ever heard that one?
I noticed $20,
so this older guy and his wife, they go to the fair every year, and every year they have this helicopter that does trips, and the husband wants to go on this helicopter on this trip, and every time they go over and talk to the guy, he's like, well, no, it's $50, and his wife goes, well, $50 is $50, So years have gone by, and every year they go, and every year they do the same thing, and $50 is $50, and 50. And she keeps saying the same thing. So finally, they're getting up there in age, and they go over there, and now they've got a relationship with the pilot. And the pilot says, "Listen, let me just tell you something. I know you want to go on this flight. How about this? I'll take you up on this flight, and if you don't say a word and you keep your mouth shut the entire time, you don't have to pay for the flight. But if you say something, you have to pay, the $100, $50 per person." So they go up on the flight, and I mean, this guy takes him up, and he's doing loop-de-loops, and he's doing round, and he's going round and round and round, and there's not a word that's said. And they finally land, and the pilot looks back, and it's just the male, and he says, "Well," he goes, "what happened?" He goes, "Well, she fell out mid-flight." And he goes, "Well, why didn't you say something?" He goes,
I want to pay
$50 is $50.
That's
very true.
Wondered why it was so quiet.
So I got another one based on the same kind of a premise. Actually, not at all. This husband and wife, they're down on their luck trying to make some money, so they decide they're going to pimp her out. So they're doing their thing, and they get this guy that rolls up. She walks up to the car, and he's like, "How much?" She's like, "It's $100 to fuck." And he's like, "Well, how much just for a blowjob?" She's like, $10. And he's like, "Okay." So he whips out just this monster fucking hog. And she looks, and he's like, "I only got $10." She's like, "Okay." And so she goes back to her husband. "Can we let him borrow $90?"
That's a
really
bump.
Oh, yeah. No. I gotta label them. I don't know what the fuck the labels are. Yeah, I can do this.
Oh, gee, that felt good. Boy,
Yeah, that's all good
that
for
was
you.
a good one.
Yeah, so
sounds better since your operation.
Yes.
A little tighter.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the balloon not as tight.
Why do I got $90 in my wallet?
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Yeah.
Can I say something to the viewers?
Michael.
I really enjoy Mike, and I spend a lot of time with Mike, and I have a lot of conversations with Mike.
Yeah,
but the son of a
we're
gun,
not judging you on that.
I know, we are. Don't judge me. Listen, I see Mike 3 or 4 times a week. Sometimes not enough. Sometimes too much. And
Absolutely.
I've never heard that damn joke.
And it's amazing.
That's my thing. I'm a bartender. I bartend. I take care of my customers. I tell jokes. That's one of the best damn jokes I've heard in a long time.
It is clever. It is clever.
Very, very clever.
I heard that probably in like 1987. So the fact that you fuckers haven't heard that.
Yeah, I'm amazed.
Where the hell have you been?
That kind of reminds me of Little Johnny.
No fuck.
Then,
Johnny.
Okay, bring Little Johnny out.
Well, Little Johnny. He's
apparently this is joke hour on the Three Guys and Sometimes Bob.
He's riding home with his mom and dad, and they walk over, and he looks out the window, and he sees these little squirrels, and they're going at it, And he's like, "Hey, mommy, what are they doing?" They go, "Oh, Johnny, they're making little squirrels, And he drives along a little bit, and all of a sudden he sees little rabbits, and the rabbits are going out. They go, "Mommy, what are they doing?" They go, "Oh, they're making baby rabbits, Johnny, And they're just about home in the neighbor's yard. They got these 2 dogs going at it, He goes, "Mom, what are they doing?" He goes, "Well, Johnny, they're making puppies, So about a week or so goes by, and little Johnny hears something going on in Mom and Dad's room, and he goes in there, and Dad's got Mama missionary style, and he goes, "Dad, what are you doing to Mommy?" He goes, "Well, son, we're making you a baby." He goes, "Screw that, flip her over. I want a puppy."
There you go.
Oh,
I use the proper language. He's like,
Why would you use proper language? At what point in this whole fucking thing?
Well, he was somewhat PC.
Well, yeah, I get it. But
there is this one story where there's a couple, blind date, go to a restaurant, and the guy's looking at the girl, and things aren't going so well, and they're just kind of like getting along, but not really. And finally, he leans over and goes, "Hey, if I give you $1,000, would you let me fuck you?" And she's like, "Oh, I can't believe you asked me that, but yeah." He goes, All right, how about $10? She goes, what do you fucking think I am? He goes, we've already established that.
We're just negotiating price.
Nice.
Guy gets on a plane.
Guy gets on a plane.
Guy gets on a plane and he sits in the back and he's got the whole row to himself, you know. And
He didn't own Twin Vineyards, did he?
No.
Because that was a different story. My bad. That was a
close personal friend, and we can revisit that one.
Yeah.
So he sits on the
That one took me a minute, but I know what you're talking about. yeah. I forgot about that story.
But he was a close personal friend of mine. I knew about it before it hit the news.
Yeah.
He just told me like, "Well, bro, you won't believe what happened to me."
I'd be like freaking high five.
There's definitely something that's going on.
High five there.
You know why? Because it was probably one of those small little flights that go out of.
No, yeah, it was
it's like 2 roads. You know, it's like
they were going to Reno or something. Or Vegas.
But you got 2 roads on each side. It's not like
it was Allegiant going to Vegas, direct flight to Vegas.
Bigger plane,
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay,
it's 2.
So this guy gets on the plane. He has the whole row to himself, and he's watching the people come on. It's like, I'm gonna have the whole fucking row to myself, you know. And he keeps watching these people as they kind of get on. He's like, oh, don't sit by me, don't sit by me, don't sit by me. And man, he does. And all of a sudden, this fucking bombshell walks on. I mean, he's like, this is the most beautiful woman he's ever seen in his life. He's like, sit by me, sit by me, sit by me. Sure as shit, she sits right down next to him. So they start having this conversation, and they're visiting, and he's just like, oh my God, you know, he's beside himself. You know, he's an average Joe, you know, and they're talking, and he's like, you know, and it comes up. He says, well, what are you doing? She goes, actually, you won't believe what I'm doing. She goes, actually, I'm traveling the country, I'm traveling the world, and I'm trying to debunk these myths about male sexuality.
Hi there.
My bad.
I'm trying to debunk these myths about male sexuality. He goes, yeah. He goes, really? He goes, that's interesting to me. She goes, well, what have you found out? She goes, well, you know how they say that that black men have the largest penises. You know? And he goes, yeah. He goes, that's not true. She goes, it's actually the it's actually the Jewish public, you know. And he goes, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, the Jewish.
Roy just propped up a little bit there. He's like,
and you know how they say the Frenchmen are the best lovers? Yeah, the French, you know, all the French. She goes, yeah. She goes, it's not true. It's actually the Native American people that are the best lovers, you know. And it kind of goes on. And she goes, by the way, she goes, I didn't get your name. He goes, oh, I'm Tonto Goldberg. Nice to meet you.
Tonto Goldberg. Namaste.
Okay, you just did Indian and you did Asian with a Tonto Goldberg. So there's nothing about that. Yeah. So
Dot and feather.
yeah.
I could have said hoy vey.
Well, that would have been more appropriate. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So anyways,
let's go. Last week you went and got a massage.
I did. Holy crap.
Yeah?
Hooked me up.
Okay.
And fun fact, she used to work for me.
No shit. So she was aware of your
my prowess. Do you want to say that?
And you were drunk, Mike, when you went in there.
No, I was not. I was not.
Sober as a church mouse.
Yeah. I was moderately appropriate.
Okay.
Most of it.
And her, gosh damn it. Are we still forgetting her name?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
No, she was amazing. And I said, because Zaya goes to her and she set me up with the appointment. I'm like, she's like, you got to go to this girl. She's great. Okay, fine. And me being me, didn't recognize the name. And I kind of did, but whatever. So I walk in the building and I say the wrong name. I'm like, Amanda? She's like, no. No. I'm like, and then, but she looked familiar.
But you probably saw Haley and.
No. It's a different. They're next door. It's a different building. It's different. It's not the same
it's the
thing.
One next door.
It's one next door.
Yeah, because they open a
collection or whatever they call it.
No, it's not. They have nothing to do with them over there.
No. It's totally different. But
it's kind of like putting a Walmart next to a
Target or whatever.
Target or something.
Yeah, Ross's. Yeah.
Depot.
But no. So she owns that, and so I went in there and she's like, I used to work for you, and then I recognize her. I'm like, oh yeah.
And usually when people ask, when I find out people work, I used to work for you, blah blah. I go, did I fire you?
Yeah.
No. And she was, as soon as she said
question,
that, then I knew where the name came from, and because she.
So it's not the person that we were thinking.
No.
Okay.
No. So she had moved back in the day. She had moved up here, from someplace, and didn't have an Oregon massage therapy license at the time. So she worked for me as a caregiver and did fucking great. If I could have had 1,000 of her,
great.
I would have fucked them all. I mean, I would have enjoyed that.
Right.
So, but then so then. She's like, I thought I saw the name, and then I saw your face, and she's like, yeah, I recognize you. I'm like, okay, fine. I just want my rub and tug, and then
you didn't call it that when you were there.
No. I could have though. She would have been, but she was like, okay, whatever. I mean, she wouldn't have done it, but she would have been cool.
Right, she would have been cool. Okay.
Because then she, and it was an hour and a half. It was a 90-minute thing.
Wow, that's an hour and a half.
That's every 90 minutes of it.
Every 90.
And
you know why they call me Roy?
Because it's your name.
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought you were Tonto.
Oh shit! Special K's here.
They're dinner food.
We got Special K. That's Special K just got married.
Oh well, congratulations.
Yes.
And he's still happy.
And guess who officiated the wedding?
Big Andy.
Yours truly.
The Reverend.
They call me the
Tonto
Rev.
Goldberg?
It's
Tonto Goldberg, yes.
I would like to take on the name of Tonto Goldberg. I'm Lebanese. We all know who's got the
Holy
biggest
Christ,
dicks.
he's going to serve y'all?
The hell?
These are for these guys.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got you an Applegate in a box. It's low carb and super lean.
Sweet. Appreciate
we got
that.
a couple sets of.
Well, welcome to our very first official sponsor.
Yeah.
They bought us with food.
Food, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Casablanca Coffee and Grill, downtown. Special K just showed up with food dish.
Whatever.
But I'm confused why you call him Special K. Is
His name's Kevin. Yeah.
And he's just special?
Yeah. Have you seen him?
Have you seen him?
Just talk to him for a minute. Yeah.
First time?
What's
First time, long time.
Sliders.
Ooh.
Oh, I might have to have it. Yeah.
We just got random shit showing up here for food. So
yeah,
and Andy
awesome.
just spilled fucking French fries all down his belly.
Wow,
but
look
whatever.
at that.
That's okay.
So
yeah, it's okay.
They can't
what
see
I
it.
got going on here.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Garlic fries that are good.
Wow, look at that. There's like all kinds of shit in there.
Good fries.
I don't have anything. I just
like
random
chicken?
shit showing up. I don't know. Maybe I have that. I don't know.
Avocado.
Really?
Yeah, there's a fork around here somewhere probably, but whatever.
That's either Applegate.
The Applegate's Garen's freaking diet thing, but whatever.
What's this?
Wow.
I don't know.
Applegate.
So,
What Garen has.
I don't know. I haven't fucking. These are Berea sliders that you guys did. These fuckers are awesome.
thank you.
Yep. See ya.
Thanks, Special K.
So, any like onions in your guac or?
No.
You know what? What's good about their guac?
They don't put onions in it?
No, they use fucking avocados.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What would you use other than avocado?
Something else.
I don't know. I'm not Mexican.
It's not guacamole. We call it smashed avocado. So it's avocado, lemon, lime juice, and salt and pepper. You know?
I'm about ready to take a bite of it.
Then we put tomato on the Applegate. We put tomato, bacon,
Onion.
chicken, and then our vegan sauce.
There's no onion in this. I can tell already.
No onion in the guac, but there's no onion on that at all.
No, that's fantastic.
Are you
I
allergic
just
to
go
onion?
around the tomatoes, and that's going to be great.
You don't eat tomatoes?
I don't. Not in that form.
Why? What?
You know, fucking weird.
You eat them like a fucking apple? What the hell form do you eat tomatoes in now?
I'm like you.
Anything other than salsa or spaghetti sauce.
Gotcha.
Wow, that's really good, guys. No. Killing it.
They didn't give us any dipping sauce for that.
They're right next to you.
They don't need them, though.
What's in that one?
They don't need that.
Yeah, there's an extra one there.
Extra beer?
I don't know.
What do you got over there?
Karen, what's in front of you?
I don't know.
There's another package up there.
Same thing.
Beer slide. No.
Oh.
It's heavy. It's not dipping.
More sliders, huh? Or is that another fucking avocado thing?
No, it's another avocado thing. Look at that.
Look at that. I got three. Oh, yeah, two of them now.
Wow.
That's good.
It's the one day Dan didn't show up and he's fucking missing
Yeah,
out.
you missed out on this.
Where's Mafia Dan?
When we need him.
What is
Yeah.
this?
I don't know. Don't ask hard questions.
We finally made it. We've made it, Michael.
Have we?
Not only do we're like in like 4 or 5 countries.
Dude, we got Israel. I
Right,
say that. We got Israel. And we got a second spot in Florida.
Oh.
Yeah? What part?
Florida.
Second. Yeah, inside the state. I don't know. I'm going to pull it up right here.
Florida, then.
There's someplace in Florida, yeah.
Shit, that's good too.
No, everything they do is very good. Have you not been there?
What is this sauce?
It's sauce.
That's the vegan sauce. That's the good on the Applegate. That's the sauce that's on there. Put a little extra on there. You'll like it. It's delicious.
A vegan sauce.
No.
Well, it's like a ranch, but I use vegan.
just got-
I will
ranch.
tell you, this is my first time having a vegan.
I remember her.
Goes wrong as a meat eater.
Yeah, kinda.
She's not.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, that's even good too.
Trying it.
Tilo. Ooh, that's got a little poop to it. Oh, spice. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And for those listening, a little poop to it is a good thing, apparently.
Yeah, it is a good thing. Wow, this is great, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you call next door?
Yeah, Dave.
Aaron is like the only server over there today.
That's not my problem.
Well, how many people I got in there?
4.
A bunch? Oh.
Hi, Monica. It's Michael again outside. Can you tell Aaron we want another round, please? Thank you. Bye. She is so not going to be happy with me.
That's right. Hey, you're going to pay the fucking rent this month.
I got it. And she said I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got, let me look at this stuff here. We've got, let me look at the audience, what I can pull up on here. We've still got, United States, Germany, New Zealand, and Israel. United States, they don't let me fucking.
New Jersey? Did you say New Jersey?
I said New Zealand, but whatever.
So how about this Puff Daddy or Sean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, what the hell? Sex trafficking thing?
Sex trafficking, his house got
pedophile?
raided. Yeah, his house got raided. Sex trafficking, some drugs.
They all get caught up in that
It's
shit.
all power. It's not even about the money. I mean, the guy's got money left and right.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And it becomes about power. Well,
it wouldn't surprise me if there was some of that. Who's that fucker that Hillary killed? Epstein.
Oh, Epstein. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, he's going to have the same way.
That Hillary killed. Fuck.
Well,
I said that for you.
So they raided his Florida house and his LA house. They don't do that for just a random underage girl complaint.
No, it's a major thing going on. So
yeah. So we'll see.
Something about busloads of underage children or some fucking thing going to his house.
Well, I have no idea about it. I didn't hear any of that. I didn't see much on it.
I just saw a couple things on the news. You know,
Yeah.
But that's it.
But my thought is DHS doesn't show up at your house armed. And they stopped him at the Miami airport. He was about to board with his entourage on a private jet, and they stopped him.
Well, they didn't arrest him.
No, but they stopped him from leaving the country.
Well, good idea.
Yeah.
Who was he married to?
I don't know.
A woman.
What?
Maybe.
Well,
OJ? I think OJ.
Sean Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
Wasn't he
P. Diddy is what we call him.
P. Diddy, yeah.
P. Did. You know, if you're in the low. P. Did. Apparently P. did. So P. did too much, but whatever.
Yeah, kind of like that weird Corey Feldman thing, too. All involved in that Hollywood.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
just normal day to day, right? I mean,
that world is very.
They all fucked up down there.
Oh, I had it. I remember when I first moved out there, and I did first job that I did, and it was an extra, right, on a movie. And oh God, great! I thought you're thinking good, Anyway, I meet the casting director and so on, and make friends with the guy, and we go out to there's a whole after party. We've got the Dublin down on Hollywood Boulevard. I think they tore it down now, but it used to be a great club out there. And we all end up going to after party back at the guy's house. And next thing you know, I'm the last one there. I'm going, oh shit. You know?
Yeah,
Apparently you got the spot.
I'm looking around. I'm going,
What the fuck? Yeah.
What the fuck? You know, I'm probably about 26 years old. You know, at the time, and
So it was just about 2 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, it's 29. You know,
Ish.
Yeah,
Ish. Give or take. You know.
Anyway, he tells me, he says, well, you know how it goes over here in Hollywood. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. I was like,
Did you start just like scratching?
I told him, I said, I got to go. And I told him, I said, I remember I went out the front door and I looked at him and I said, hey, look, I'm not gay. I said, if I were, it'd be a different story. I love women. Sorry, and I left. Never heard from the guy again.
Didn't get the
you know what I
job.
mean? It didn't get any other jobs from that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was, it's one of the things. Hey, if I was, I don't care. But
You'd liven up, yeah. You were like,
I love women.
You do you. I'm gonna go do me.
That's how.
Wow.
So, not too many women casting directors out there then, is what at that time at least,
Yeah, well, there is, but it's
They were lesbians, so whatever. They're like
Well,
they didn't want you either.
Harvey Weinstein ate him. So.
yeah, right.
Well, yeah, he tore that shit up apparently. So
Yes, he did.
There's that schlong.
Allegedly.
allegedly, yeah. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah. Well, it's very. I mean, it's just a totally different world
It is a
than
different
what we have.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, it's I had my agents and managers as well. It's like you got to dress this way, you got to look this way, and this. And that was one day I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I looked at it. I was like, I didn't even recognize who I was, and that was that moment in time when I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to just be an artist, and I'm going to do what I do.
Okay.
And so on. For me personally, I don't. If you have the charisma and you have looks and so on, it's not hard to make it in Hollywood. You're going to be sleeping with everybody.
Right. You're going to be making it with somebody.
You're going to parties left and right, but you're going to be with every guy and woman and whatnot. You basically sell your soul.
I'd go to him when he was young and he was doing his interviews, and I was down visiting with him. We go out on this. He goes out on a casting, Well, I'm just a tag along, Granted that I'm young, and skinny, and good looking. I was an act.
You're talking about you, right?
I like how you recognize the fact that you were young and skinny and good looking. So yeah,
I have to preface that because
He's not young anymore.
I was doing modeling shoots at 15 years old. I did a lot. I'd worked a lot, but I didn't pursue that career. And so I'm down there with him, and he's going in for this casting event. Well, next thing I know, I'm sitting in the this other room, and then and all the directors are in there. And next thing you know, the director comes in, and all of a sudden I hit it off, and we become good buddies. And he's like, "Are you here for the interview?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just here with a friend of mine." But I mean, that's all it takes,
So
you make friends with the people.
Did you suck his dick or somebody else's? Was that? Where did the boundaries come in?
I hate to disappoint you. There's no dick sucking.
Son of a bitch. What the hell?
I mean, there's a lot.
If you're going to come up with a story, put some dick sucking into it. What the hell?
It's personality and friendship that you make with
Correct,
them.
yeah.
The job. They know, like, okay, this guy's super fucking cool. We'll hire him. He'll make it work.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not going to negate all the work that it takes to be an actor.
Absolutely, yeah.
Discredit a true actor versus somebody else.
There's a lot of
personality goes a long way.
People who actually do the work and are trained and work on. I had a teacher of mine and said, you got to make yourself fascinating. You got to learn philosophy, art, literature, psychology. You got to learn all that stuff.
You got to create a draw, kind of a thing.
You know what I mean? And those are the things that you do to become a good actor. You got to read people. You got to study people. You got to study their psychology, how they move, all the things that I mean, you see, I mean, the great actors, the phenomenal actors, that you create a different soul in them.
You like De Niro, those kind of guys that are just
even guys that you don't even know their names because they're acting every day. I mean, that's the thing is that Hollywood classifies you. It's like, hey, if you're not famous, you haven't made it. Well, there's a lot of actors out there that are acting every single day of their lives, and they're on TV shows or they're doing this, they're doing that.
They're making money doing
They're
all
making
right.
money. They're a superstar.
We were just talking about it with this.
and they're probably happier. They're probably happier. Yeah, seriously.
I always give this example. I said, we all know who Tom Cruise is or Brad Pitt, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so maybe they do a movie once a year, once every 2 years. Okay. Well, in that year, they're not acting. Do you say that they're not an actor? No. Right?
Yeah.
But someone who you don't know, who's not famous, and you go, well, haven't acted in a year. Well, you're not an actor either? No, of course you are.
Right.
You're just, you're not working at that moment and so on. So it's the stigma that Hollywood and the people want to portray upon people. It's like, oh, if you haven't made it, you're not an actor unless you're making $20 million a year doing international films.
A good example was Eric and his family went to a play last night, and Eric was giving me his assessment of the play, and he just said, hey, it would be different.
Don't mention that.
That doesn't make the play. No, but it's just this, and he says, but then his
Shut up.
His wife was in this other play, and we're discussing the role she was playing in the other play, and it's like the character that she played in the other play had all this depth and this, and I'm like, had it been somebody, and then there's other characters in her play, and we're talking about all this stuff, and it's just like how they develop the character and how you're able to transmit that struggle and the life that person had that plays that character, and some people have that ability.
And basically owning the role, basically,
Some people have that ability, and others don't. And
that's training. That's
acting.
That's training.
How do you
That's work
training.
every single day. Back when I was doing it, and I had a teacher that said, it's continuous acting. You don't act Monday through Friday and take the weekends off. No, you're doing it every single day.
Right?
You're watching people. You're watching colors.
Developing
you're
your
watching
craft.
space, you're watching everything that goes on in life. That's the reality of it.
Oh yeah, here we are.
Christy's here.
Hi, Christy. How you doing, sweetie?
But I'm still kind of blown. I did not know that about you, Eric, and that's awesome.
It's a lot of fun. That's why I'm saying I'm not negating anybody who's successful in that, because they've done a lot of fucking
it's
a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
In order to work on themselves to do it. I'm just saying, if you want to be famous,
I dusted the floor.
that's not hard. I mean, well, it can be for a lot of people.
But no. Fun fact is, you can be famous just for doing stupid shit.
Well, yeah.
And it's being famous is not a goal that I would achieve, because you can be famous for the wrong reason.
For free.
Yeah, I'll do stupid shit for free. I don't care. But but what you're saying is,
but also that was one of the reasons that I was kind of back in the day when I was doing it as well. Was I did a lot of theater as well in California, and we knew a lot of casting directors that would come and see us and so on, and then. They had new people. Social media really became hot, and it was about how much
how much to draw,
how much you draw, how much followers you had, because in this industry they want to make money off you. You're a commodity.
It's a business. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly. You're like chicken stock.
There's that famous story about Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is an amazing actor.
Mm-hmm. How many dicks did he suck, do you think?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think he did. I think his
ex-wife probably
well,
like go get a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
But he when he was in 21 Jump Street when he was young, and they wanted to make him that teen hot. The
phenom.
Teen Bop, and they had all those movies, those magazines and everything, and he wanted to be taken as a serious actor. And what he would do was he would put rubber bands on his tongue, and he would act with them. And he would be talking like this. You can't understand what I'm saying because you're like this, you know. And so he purposely would make himself he purposely got fired from these jobs because what they wanted him to be is not what he wanted to be.
Okay.
You know, every actor.
That just gives Donnie Jepp so much more street credit to me, right there.
Every actor wants to act, and every producer.
It's a craft. It's the craft that the actors out there.
They just want to sell you, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So as an actor, saying I can play all these, I can play, you know, all these different roles. That's what you love to do. That's what you know.
Serious, I can be a pirate.
I can do anything.
Right. You don't want to be typecasted.
You don't want to be
There's
typecast.
so many actors out there that are typecast as like, you
Exactly.
know. I can't think of any right now, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there is, and that's a huge thing in the industry, you know. Or like I said, every actor wants to actually act, wants to do something different. They don't want. I mean, they see themselves every day. They don't want to just be themselves.
Jim Carrey,
you know?
Dude, Jim Carrey is fucking.
Jim Carrey was typecast.
Yeah, they don't want to be Gilligan.
He was
all the time.
typecast. He's broke. I think he's broke. He broke out of it though. He broke out of it though.
Did some weird
One of
shit.
those typecast.
But he had to go the extreme to break out of it though. That's the problem.
I mean, look at even Robin Williams. You know, when
yeah, exactly.
I mean, look at him in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Look at him in Good Will
Seriously.
Hunting.
Was fantastic.
He was fantastic, phenomenal. I mean, when he
But everybody thought of him as Mork and Mindy.
yeah, right. Exactly.
That's the problem.
Where he was hired, he probably didn't even remember half the stuff he did on there.
No. Fun fact is that there was because I used to get Playboy for the articles, and
I'm sure.
And back in the late '80s, early '90s, they had an interview with him in Playboy, and I read it because that's why I got it. So I didn't want to waste the fucking subscription.
I don't blame you.
So, but whatever. But he admitted that he did not remember even doing Mork and Mindy because he was fucked up the entire time, and that was what put him on the fucking map. That's what put him on the map.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't stand up, but nobody knew him.
I did. I thought he was funnier than shit.
He's always been one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah, stand-up.
Well, no. But I get it. But society as a whole did not know him until
Picked
Mork
him
and
up from
Mindy.
that, yeah.
And then he was typecast, but then, like Eric said, Good Will Hunting,
Yeah.
that motherfucker nailed drama.
Yeah.
Nailed fucking drama.
Yeah.
Not a comedic thing in it.
Yeah.
And then
Another
hung
great-
himself by jerking off, but whatever. Oh, no, that was... that was David Carradine. That was David Carradine. Not Kardashian. Carradine. Not Kardashian. Carradine, yeah.
Well, going back to Robin Williams, he did that movie Patch Adams,
Yes.
which had a lot of comedy in it, but
It was still drama.
It was still drama. It was kind of like I wouldn't call it a rom-com, but it was he was acting everything in there, and it was fantastic. And there's a lot of great actors out there.
Other guys that have talent.
I
You know?
love that.
Yeah.
I just loved him.
He was funnier.
You gotta, Andy, you gotta get up to the microphone. We can't hear you.
Yeah, you're being lazy.
It's just a huge. It's a huge loss because of everything that he does. It's just if it's got him in it. In fact, there's this new one. It's not a new one. It's an old one. I didn't
Because it can't be a new one with Robin
I
Williams.
didn't even know that he did it. It's called RV. Have you guys seen RV?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. See, I mean,
What do you mean you didn't know he done that?
I never even knew he did RV. Like, I mean, I'm one of his.
That was like one of his last movies.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know how recent
It was right there at the end.
It was towards the end, but I mean, RV with the family and everything else. I was watching. I just watched the trailer for it. I'm like,
It's
I gotta watch
hilarious.
this.
It is a hilarious movie.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Funnier than shit.
Yeah.
Another great movie.
An old 80s movie.
Yeah, with old what's his name? The
That was
Helen Hayes' kid.
Richard. I don't know what the fuck. I have no idea. I'm just gonna shout out names.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, he was the makeup artist.
That's a great movie.
Yeah,
it's a great movie. So,
but
they're going.
That made me want to fuck old ladies.
That's wow. He was
no.
he
That's
was
not
a
what
man.
it did.
No.
You were going to do it anyway.
No, there's a story. There's also a story. Yeah.
I didn't have to watch that movie to do that.
I just want to clarify. There wasn't an old lady. That was a man.
That was a man.
Damn it!
Dressed up as a lady, by the way.
Son of a bitch! I always get it wrong.
Yeah, you do.
We got.
You know, if they're
You're just wrong in so many ways.
I'm just gonna wipe down the table here.
Good idea.
Pretend like I didn't didn't say a damn thing.
Yeah, that'd be a trick.
I was listening to a comedian the other day, and he had the
Well, you
best.
zip up your plants, please.
Yeah. He had the best description.
Well, I mean,
Hey. He had the best description.
We're not in Hollywood, Mike.
I'm not. I've never been to Hollywood, so I don't know. Actually, I have. I've driven through.
I sat in, when I was a kid, we were in this YMCA group. We went down to
They had
LA.
YMCA's back then?
Oh, yeah. That was just right after the Alamo.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
It was right next door.
When the Village people were there.
Yeah, the Village people were there.
Old ancestor.
Yeah. There was the outfit that put on Rocky,
Oh, yeah, we got.
Rocky and all that.
Yeah, well,
Rocky
sorry. Too late.
Bullwinkle. We went to his office.
We're going back to Stallone now, huh?
And
Well, that's I thought Rocky. I like right to Rocky.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Philadelphia. Oh, so Canadian Rocky.
Yeah.
Canadian Rocky is what we're going towards, you know? Not Philadelphia Rocky.
No. Did I ever tell you I saw a moose in Nevada? No. I was out rocking.
What was her name?
Bridget.
Oh. Which bar did she work at?
She was out in, she was south of Twin Falls, Idaho, in the desert. And I'm driving along on this dirt road because we're out rock hunting. I'm driving along. I go, that's a weird fucking looking
Did
deer.
you say rock hunting?
Yeah.
Oh, Roy
Is
is.
that where you stack rocks up on the side of the road?
No. That's
stacking. That's
rock stacking. Yeah.
You almost had it right.
He was spelunking.
Yeah,
He was spelunking, but
that's
on the surface, though.
cave stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm out there driving this dirt road, and there's this weird looking deer, and I went, that ain't right. That's an odd looking. That's not a cow either. And I got closer to it. I said, son of a bitch! It was a female moose running towards the water. That
How did you know it was a female? Did it have like bigger horns?
No, it didn't have any antlers on it.
Okay.
Those were
I know it was a joke. I was hoping I was going to catch you in a lie,
No, you
but whatever.
didn't.
Yeah, I
No,
didn't
yeah,
because you actually saw it.
Sure
I actually
wasn't
saw
a reindeer?
it. It was pulling a sleigh.
There was a fat guy chasing behind
and
it.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell that thing had got across the Snake River because it belonged north of there where they have trees, and we were out in the desert.
They swim.
That swam.
They swim, don't
course
yeah?
they
Don't they
did.
fucking
But
jump?
You ever watch
But he
like
must-
Alaska shows?
He must have gone upstream from the falls because that's
Maybe
a hell
he
of a
flight
fall.
or something.
Well, he probably got
had a red nose.
like,
They could've
Maybe he knew some reindeer and caught a ride
I think he got a plane from Spokane down to
Had to be.
yeah.
to Great Falls or something. You know.
What year was this, Roy?
20.
It was during the Alamo.
Oh, so this was recently. I was saying if it was back in the 60s, I could explain why you saw a moose.
Yeah, but it wasn't. This is within the last 13 years.
Well,
Yeah, they're still.
Actually, it was about 12 years ago because I still had my wife's white cat, and I only had her for a year after my wife died.
Okay.
So she took her cat, and I was
Sorry to hear.
I was on that trip, and so I had to. I
You
came
used to
rolling
travel
home.
with a cat?
No, I didn't travel with it. I had a friend of mine taking care of it.
Oh, and they killed it?
I think they barbecued the fuck.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, it tastes like
Were they
pussy.
Asian?
The cat? No.
No, don't they?
No. It was,
That's a good teriyaki sauce. It's golden, you
I heard
know.
that they cook cats.
I mean, they.
I know in Mexico they eat dog. I mean,
I have a story about it, that cat. So for some reason, I got my past girlfriends. I got inherited cats, and I'm a dog person, but somehow I ended up with cats, and so this one cat ends up, in my apartment down in California and gets run over, but it's still alive, and so it's got
ghosts.
my wife still hates
They got ghosts.
got shit hanging out of it.
It's broken. It's pretty bad, so
Yeah.
I have to put it down because it'll never walk again.
Did you
Right.
break its neck?
No, I didn't.
You called the vet?
We took it to the vet. I think
Oh
my
my
ex-girlfriend
gosh.
took it to the vet.
You
Anyway,
spent money on
they
that?
cremated.
Andy, he's trying to tell a story.
They cremated.
The hell? Eric's talking. You don't hold the spirit stick. You don't talk.
Anyway, they cremated. they
God.
cremated.
We have no spirit stick, so whatever.
Yeah. So they cremated the cat, and I have to go pick it up because I got to go take it back to my ex-girlfriend. And they bring it in this little box, right?
Sure.
And so now I have an audition one day out there, and I go out to,
Not
and
gonna
I'm
be
in
good.
Hollywood. I'm in Hollywood, and I was like, back then I'm in really good shape and everything, so I'm just eating protein bars and stuff. And so I stopped by. It's like on Colfax or something out there, and in Hollywood, and they have this little vitamin shops, nutrition spot, and I just park real close, and I have my window down, but I'm gonna go in there for 2 minutes.
And somebody stole it. Yeah,
so as I see, you know, I saw a guy 2 blocks away with a cart and a homeless guy, and I walk out and I come back in. I'm literally within probably not even a minute. I mean, it's fast. Well, I come back and I look, and my box is gone. I look at it and
fucking dead cat's gone.
Dead cat's
gone.
Homeless
dude's got it.
And I look down the street and I says, this motherfucker, this guy, this fucking guy stole my cat. He stole, probably opened up the box, thought it was a bag of coke, right? Because it's powder. You know?
Yeah, started snorting it.
Wait a minute. I saw this on Forensic Files on TV.
So he's down the block now. I mean, I get.
So you chase him down, huh?
I did. I got in my car. I flipped the bitch and freaking cut him off in the middle of the street. And I'm like, did you steal my cat? No. I said, did you steal the box and all this stuff? And he's like, no. And I'm getting pissed off. And I'm just gonna hit this guy, right? I'm just gonna. Well, right when I'm about to do, the guy looks at me and says, I have AIDS. I said,
that's a good way to stop a fight.
That was a great way.
I learned a lot from this story.
It was brilliant. It fucked me up. It was like, I was like, he fucking psychologically, he
just raped you.
He psychologically fucked me. And I was
like,
yeah, no, he ass raped you without actually ass raping you.
He stopped me from hitting him because now it
Granted, this is back in the 90s when we didn't know about AIDS.
Now it would have been.
Yeah, no, I would have fucked him up.
You actually have to have it inside of you for it to transfer.
But you know, back
Andy's the expert on that, by the way. That's the same.
But back then, you don't know.
Was he holding your cat box?
Yeah, no, he had it in his.
You can see it though.
He had it right there, and I said, "That's it, right there." And he's like, "Well, no, that's not it." I said, "Dude, that's it." So I finally look at him, and I'm like, "Dude,
that's you."
That's Roy.
Oh.
Anyway,
I finally look at the guy, and I said, "That's my dead cat. I'm trying to give it back." So
and it died of AIDS.
And so finally he hands it back.
What was he going to do with it?
Well, that's what I thought.
He probably didn't know. Maybe.
I think he thought it was a bag of coke.
You just got a random bag of coke sitting in your car with the window open.
Well, it is Hollywood.
Well, there is that. Okay, my bad. I forgot where he was at. Yeah,
he was stealing it. You know,
I guarantee he would have tried to snort it later on, and that's what it is. Anyway, he did end up giving me the box back.
You should get. You said no. Give me $20 also, just for my inconvenience.
Yeah.
Fucking gas money to drive up here and cut your dumb ass off. You know.
But I mean, I couldn't believe it.
That's cool.
You were in Hollywood in the early 90s? Late 80s?
I mean, I moved in 96 to...
Oh, okay.
90... Yeah, about 96. Yeah.
Okay.
20 years.
So,
2018.
Yeah. 2018 or so.
No,
yeah.
Cool.
No,
well, I was hoping that you were in Hollywood in the heyday of like Motley Crue. And
no, I was in Mexico back then.
I went to Mexico during that time.
Those are different stories then.
Eric and I bought a one-way ticket to Cancun. One-way ticket.
And how many years later?
Oh, it's about a year later, but
okay.
We came back. We had different things, and we planned.
So Brad, just back up before that. How do you guys know each other to go to Cancun on a one-way ticket?
So
go into that.
So I'm Grants Pass, born and raised, and I get this girlfriend, and we're hanging out, you know, and we're down at Stratton Creek.
Shit!
Shit! Yeah.
So we're down at Stratton.
I've been there once or twice.
I've done a few things down at Stratton Creek.
So I'm down at Stratton Creek.
How many stories start out with? Well, we were at Stratton Creek. Yeah.
So we're down at Stratton Creek, and we're back on the beach, and my girlfriend's friend rolls up, and she's got this new dude in there. And you have to understand now, Eric today is evolved. He's an actor.
He's mature.
He's okay with all kinds of different identities and everything else. Back in the day.
What the hell? Okay, first off, that leads to a whole lot of more questions. But
not about that.
for our listeners, you can't see what I'm doing. Eric,
Thank God.
he wore his pants up to his belly button.
And
I can't even.
okay, so after the fact, Eric's going to get a chance to defend himself on all of this. So
Eric.
So, please, what year is this?
This is
early '90s.
91.
Well, I graduated in 93, so it's 91.
91.
or
All right, I was
92.
living in Long Beach at that time.
Yeah, I was in
in the Navy.
San Diego. So
So you're fully familiar because he's a full-on vato. Okay, vato.
You're a vato.
Vato.
You're a
Vato
homeboy.
loco, man. He's got his pants up
That's
to
funny.
his...
You don't look like a vato now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
he's like-
He's not no vato.
Pero yo hablo español.
Yeah. But back then,
See,
he's a full-on vato. Pants up to his waist.
in Grants Pass, Oregon.
Grants Pass, Oregon, right?
Well, I
Grants
just
Pass,
moved up
Oregon.
from Los
bandana.
Yeah.
No bandana. But he's not a gangbanger. He's a vato. Yeah, so he's got his pants jacked up to his thing, straight legs. They hang down like he's got his fucking kung fu jiu-jitsu shit on.
Okay.
I
You know?
was also
And you
martial-
did that,
I'm in
yeah.
martial
Big into
arts
martial
for
arts,
many
right?
years.
And he's got this thing on, and he's walking around like, hey, what the loco, que pasó? You know, I swear to God, I'm not shitting you. Like, you look at Eric now, and you're like, no, I'd never see that.
Yeah.
But the motherfucker's like, he's like one bad motherfucker. I'm like, the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
You know, I'm
You're
like,
just a
I'm
dumb
Grant's
redneck from Grants Pass.
Well, on top of that, I'm also been the biggest guy in the class since the fucking 5th grade,
Right.
you know, and everyone wants to fight me. And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking, this guy's a fucking puss. I'm gonna fucking beat the fuck out of this guy. Yeah, the fucking guy's, but you know, I gotta be nice to him because it's my girlfriend's fucking boyfriend, you know. And so I'm like, oh yeah, fucking this guy and this guy. So I'm like being civil, I guess it would be the word.
Right.
You know, and I let that go. And I'm like, but the whole time inside of me, I'm like, the fuck this guy is. You know, fuck this. You know.
Because you're racist, is what you're saying.
No. It has nothing to do with racism. I'm like, who the fuck this guy? Because you have to understand, like,
you gotta understand that I didn't give a fuck either.
no,
I
neither
was,
does Eric.
I was looking at him like, who the fuck's this guy?
Right,
This
right,
guy.
yeah.
Fucking white guy. What the hell?
How big he was because he could beat his ass.
Listen,
Yeah.
we're like
Fuck yeah.
we're centimeters away from fucking throwing down, right?
You were touching tips, is what you were saying.
Wow.
You're touching tips.
Little pre-story to the story was that, like, prior to this, like in my early like freshman years and stuff, we had some of these Crips that would come up to town, like these guys, and they started this little gang, and like friends are starting to join this freaking Crip gang, which is not even really a gang. It's just some
Just a bunch of posers.
One person with dark skin comes up, and they start, I'm a Crip, and they start jumping people in. I'm like, who the fuck's gonna get themselves beat up to be part of the fucking gang? I'm like, this is stupid shit. I mean, granted, we saw it on TV and the videos. You know, you got
That's all we had.
Ice-T and the things,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rappers and freaking Eazy-E and all that shit. But I'm like, this is fucking stupid shit. Like,
Were they cruising in their 6'4"?
right? Cruising in my 6'4", rocking through the park in my 6'4". I know all the songs. Did you tell me? I know all the lyrics.
I'm sure
My
you
point
do.
So just for those that don't know or that are listening, there's a bunch of white guys shouting out some NWA fucking lyrics. Just whatever, you know, just go with it. So
Cruising through the park, and jocking the bitches, slapping the hoes. Went to the park to get the scoop.
you know way more than.
The car rolls up. Who can it be? A fresh young comedian.
Okay, so no, you need to stop right now because they are not sponsors. So we're not going to promote their lyrics,
My
whatever.
point being is that all this shit's going on, and then all of a sudden this guy rolls up and he's legit. But I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, you know. So anyway, we go up, and that's it. And we spend the day and we hang out.
Yeah, he didn't like
So,
me.
like-
I didn't like him.
so, like,
we were there for
That's how friendship
check
starts.
this.
and it was just
Check this. I played racquetball since my dad was a racquetball player, and as long as I can remember, I've had a racquetball racket in my hand.
Is that your hearing aid?
I know. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what the hell is that?
So the racquetball rackets I've had a racquetball racket in my hand since I was a kid. I played competitive racquetball.
You used to masturbate with a racquetball racket as a kid once you
Have
heard.
you ever tried that? It doesn't feel very good. So
Well, but it finishes the job. That's all that matters.
I was playing junior racquetball tournaments at age like 5 or 6. You know, like I traveled all around the.
So you were pushed into it like Tiger Woods.
I was a certified racquetball instructor at 16. Like I'm teaching people your age at 16 years old. So I show up at the racquetball courts. My dad's down playing racquetball, and I go down. I'm going to play with my dad. He's going to give me some training. I'm going to go play with him. And I walk in this big glass court, and my dad's one of the best players in the club. And I look in there. It's fucking Eric. He's playing racquetball with my dad. What the fuck is that guy doing in there?
Did he have his long pants on?
No, but he had these fucking goofy ass baggy shorts. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And so he's playing racquetball.
Okay, so I got to go back to Eric's dress because you're saying that he was a vato.
Yeah.
What's your nationality? Are you?
I'm Mexican.
You're Mexican.
I'm Mexican. I
thought you were Cuban.
No, I'm Mexican. But the majority of my family is from Spain, so I have a little lighter skin. But I'm Mexican. My mom was born in Mexico City. My dad.
He's a white Mexican, is what he's saying.
My dad was born in El Paso, Texas.
Okay, now
but his family is from Mexico.
The production of your last name.
Losoya.
Losoya.
Not
you gotta say
not La.
It's not
Losoya.
Losoya.
It's Losoya.
Losoya.
L-O.
Okay.
Hey, Garrett,
that makes sense.
You have zero accent whatsoever.
I have none.
Yeah,
I'm a
you're
white
horrible.
boy from Grants
You're
Pass.
as white as you can get. So anyway, I show up there and I see him playing racquetball with my dad, and we've been best friends ever since.
Yeah.
Right on.
Like, he plays racquetball. He's cool as fuck.
I was playing racquetball. I started playing racquetball in California with my dad when I was 10 years old.
Okay.
And so on. And
So
then,
what brought your family here to Grants Pass?
Well, my dad moved up. My parents had separated. My dad wanted to get away, and so on. I was 16. I just turned 16, and I'd say, I wanted to be around my dad, and so I came up here.
Is your dad still around?
He's still around. He's not in the best health at the moment.
Sorry to hear
now,
that.
but he's still
That
around.
sucks.
And
was he in the restaurant industry also? Is that how you got your?
No, he was a general contractor. He was in construction. Yeah.
Really?
That's how I got started.
Yeah.
And
that's how,
do you have his own company?
Casablanca
He built Casablanca.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad built it.
So I came up here. I came back up. I was in Southern California. Lived with Eric. I said, I'm done.
Hey, one at a time. Come on, guys. One at a time.
I told Eric.
I told my dad to hire Andy because he knows everybody in town and he likes.
Yeah. But
shocking.
Prior to that, I was working.
Andy ran the business and created the menu.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we started. I came back up, and I needed some work and I needed some stuff because I gave up my whole career that I had in Southern California. I had a great business I was working for, a great company. I had my own business working for another company, a subcontractor, and I wanted to be part of my nieces and my nephews. I had 4 of them up here at the time, and I had my wife, my parents, and I'm like, I'm going to be that uncle that comes up once a year and buys them something cool.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I had nobody.
To stay here.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to go back.
I need to be up here and be the uncle that just corrupts them day by day.
I hated Grants Pass. I was like, this is a place you come visit. You don't come to live. And so I moved back up here, and I'm looking for a business opportunity. I'm looking for a business to open. I had a couple opportunities that kind of went on, and I ended up buying a house.
Because this is when he was living in Pasadena.
So I buy a house,
apartment.
and I moved back up, and I buy this property on this undeveloped area that ended up being a huge subdivision, and I made some money on it. But I go to work for his dad. And his dad at the time was doing fire and water damage restoration. So he had one crew, and when I got there, he was able to have 2 crews because he could split myself with another a manager, and we'd run 2 different jobs because he was the only guy in the town. He basically wrote the book on fire and water damage restoration in the valley. Like all the estimators and everything would come to Chuck and be like, "Hey, Chuck, what's this? Is this the right bid? Is this or that? Do you want this bid? What is this?" And they'd come to him first, and if he didn't want it, he would tell them, "Well, this is what the job's worth, this or that." And so we were doing that for a little bit. In the meantime, Chuck was developing this property, and he wanted to do a Dutch Bros. Well, Dutch Bros was in its infancy, and they weren't going to. They weren't franchising. They weren't sure what they're going to do at the time.
Yeah.
You know. And so Chuck finds another guy who says, "Well, I'll set you up." You know. It's just, so Chuck goes and gets the plans from a Dutch Bros and the size of the building and the size of the space they have, and he just starts to build it. He doesn't even own the property yet. He starts to build it.
You got to be up on
he knew what the size was.
My dad was an architect as well, so he drew up all those
He
plans.
drew up all the plans, but I'm saying
that.
he based it off of the size of a standard Dutch Bros, but he's going to make it cooler, nicer, and everything else, right? And that's what his plan was. Instead of building this little kiosk, he's going to build this cool ass stand that's going to look like a Dutch Bros, white and blue.
That's why initially it was white and blue. Yeah. My dad wanted to think everyone. He wanted to make
Okay.
everyone think it was a Dutch Bros.
Right.
Interesting.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so that's what it was. And so then I'm working with him, and he says, Andy, he says, you want to come run this coffee shop for me? Eric says you'd be good at it and everything else. I'm like, Chuck, I go, look, man, all these little places are going out of business and everything else. I'm like, I'd be interested if we did some food. How cool would it be to have a coffee and some food, you know, and that this would be cool. 17 years ago, almost 18 now. And he goes, I go, how you get your coffee, get a little bit of food, you know, and he goes, I don't want to do food. I don't want to do food. Now.
Well, because you got to realize my dad was a general contractor.
He had no clue what that was about.
For him, it was a side little
build the building and get out.
and so on.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically,
his career was
realistically,
a general contractor.
Chuck wanted to build the building to pay off the property because he bought the property because he knew that one day this property is going to be worth a lot of money. He goes, I put a coffee stand here.
He's not wrong. I mean, based on location, right across from the hospital.
We'll put a coffee shop. You know, I should have listened to some bitch, but you know, God bless him. I love Chuck. He's one of my favorite people of all time, and he's given me the life I have today. And if I had listened to him and just did a coffee shop, we probably would have been successful as a coffee shop, and I wouldn't have the headache I have today. But instead, I'm like, no, I want to do food. So next thing you know, You're a restaurateur. We decided to do that. We put in a little hood and we put in some stuff, and I'm gonna do tortas. I'm gonna do these. I said Eric and I lived in Mexico. We used to have these tortas. They're really good.
Yeah,
I had
they're
a small
good.
little menu of
Yeah.
about five items on that. I had 3 breakfast items and like 5 lunch items, and you go in and you get a torta. Well, guess what?
No one knows what a torta is.
No one knew
what a torta
What the fuck a torta is? Yeah.
No one knew what a sandwich was.
It's a great Mexican sandwich.
It's a great Mexican sandwich.
Yeah.
And no one knew what a torta was.
You got to think about it. This is 17 years ago.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not just last week kind of thing. Yeah.
No, you didn't have
Well, first off, Grants Pass, Oregon, 17 years ago.
I mean,
If it was not pizza and beer and fried chicken, they had no fucking clue what the fuck it was.
So customers are coming in, and they don't know what's going on. And I had these little tortillas. I had these little tortillas that I do quesadillas for kids because I thought, well, how easy is it to do a quesadilla? We'll just fucking heat it up and make a quesadilla for
Throw
the
some
kids.
cheese on it and go.
Go. And so people would come in, I don't know what torta is. Well, it's a sandwich. You know, I'm trying to explain it to them, you know, and tell them what it was. And they didn't know. I'm like, well, I can make you a little wrap. Oh, yeah, I want a wrap. So I take the ingredients from the torta, I throw it in a wrap and this. Well, I also didn't have the money, the means, or the equipment to toast the tortas fast enough, you know. I mean, I had a setup, but as we got busier, I realized, like, fuck, these tortillas are a lot quicker. So next thing you know, I started evolving the menu, and I started doing these different things. And because I was cooking every day and in the kitchen every day, I would just make food for whatever they wanted. I'd fucking make it for them because I needed to make money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And so
Exactly.
basically, Casablanca was built off of out of necessity to survive.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
if I didn't make money, I know Chuck's closing it down.
Yeah.
I knew that. I'm like, Chuck's closing it down.
Yeah, he was like, no bullshit. Yeah, no bullshit. Yeah.
So like, I didn't take a paycheck. I wouldn't pay myself. I wouldn't do any. I do everything I could just to make this to pay everything.
Gonna make Chuck happy.
To make Chuck happy, you know. And he didn't know I wasn't getting paid. If he knew I wasn't getting paid, he would have closed it down and paid me and been done with it. But I'm like, I'm not gonna tell him I'm not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna pay myself $100 a week, you know, so I could pay my mortgage or whatever I needed to pay at the time, you know. And we did that until it finally got to be where it was paying for itself, you know, about 4 or 5 years in.
Yeah.
You know, we started to be able to pay myself. I started to be able to get a paycheck, and now, you know, 17 years later, you know, we've had 4 locations.
Yeah.
You know, we've done pretty well for ourselves, but it took a lot of time.
And possibly Medford, huh? Is that
It's still in the works.
It's still in the works.
still in the works? Still talking about it, you know?
Never say never.
No.
Madford's been bugging me to go over there for 10 years.
Yeah.
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 You know, it would be a great venture for us with the amount of people that are there. And
Oh shit! Yeah, I mean, we've got
Absolutely.
that second store over there, and we've been
it's
there
just-
what
it's
6,
just,
7 years.
yeah,
over there?
just the key
8?
to Medford.
2016 we opened.
Yeah. Yeah.
7. We'll call it that.
The key to Medford
7.
is location. You got to have the
Oh,
right
yeah.
location
Yeah.
there. So everyone is. I mean, that whole Medford and South Medford and the South Gate and North Gate are the areas that are gentrifying, and that's where you want to be.
Sure.
Like midtown is a little bit different. You know, they're
Yeah.
trying. Medford's trying. We all know it is kind of a shit show out there, but
Hey, we're right there on Biddle.
Yeah,
and
but it is changing. It's growing. I mean, all through talent's being rebuilt right now.
Correct.
After the fires, I mean, it's another great. I mean, you have to think about the future. If you look at tomorrow, then you're never going to see the possibilities of what
a year from now, kind of a thing. Absolutely. Yeah.
Because eventually, talent.
But looking back is basically what happened.
Well, eventually, from Medford to Phoenix, talent's all going to be connected.
Correct.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're basically looking from Center Point all the way to the California-Oregon border.
Yeah.
It's going to to be all one town. It'll be like Houston.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the Bay Area from San Francisco to San Jose.
And then you have the inland where you have all the vineyards and so on. So you have that main the main highways and all the business, and then you can still have the rural areas with all the vineyards.
Correct.
You have your still pockets of Jacksonville and all those little small.
The specialty niche kind of places. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's they call it the North Gate and South Gate in Medford, and that's where anytime Chick-fil-A goes up, that they're gonna.
And they're putting another one in the south end of Medford.
We had a location next to there, but they wanted astronomical prices.
A lot of money for that.
Really?
I don't know, like $14K a month or something.
Well, it's also wasn't a built to suit. We still have to put a building on.
Oh yeah, that's
it's build our own building and then pay us $14K. I'm like, what the fuck?
A lot of undertaking.
Frack?
Yeah.
What the hell are you looking at?
The wall. He's looking at
and Todd.
Fucking Todd.
You guys never that's our jackalope
Todd, yeah.
Kind of sad.
And you got Margot up there.
I couldn't see him because
Margot's a girl, but whatever,
Yeah.
She's a little horny.
She's got some edge.
Todd has chicken feet for antlers.
Well, we need to change them out.
But we need to get something that's.
You got fucking antlers right there on the wall. We can drill them, fucking tap them.
I got antlers at home.
Well then,
those are gay.
Because Todd is super fucking queer looking.
Game with Todd.
He's a baby.
Todd.
No, I think Todd needs to grow up a little bit.
That's Todd right there.
That's Todd, and he will stare at you nonstop. So.
Michael doesn't like Todd.
I don't want to look at Todd.
Keep your eyes on the table. You'd be much better off.
Yeah, because Todd is just fucking staring.
Cigars for yourself.
Why do I what?
Only get cigars for yourself.
Because I get them out of my stash. Did you want a cigar?
No, it's okay.
We know a place.
I know a guy.
We know a guy who knows a guy.
Well, I know. I figured you got those. You're happy with that. You want a cigar? I'll get you a fucking cigar. He's over here with his.
He's got his weird fucking gay ass green bait thing going on, whatever, So what are you? So Andy, you got
Bafungu, eh?
So you've got you're drinking water. So you're drinking water over there.
Yeah.
And the rest of us are not drinking water.
Well, I like to drink my soda water.
Okay, you've got a green soda water and a different soda water.
Yes, my green soda water. I asked them to put a little lime in it.
Oh, okay, okay, good, because you want because that will cure scurvy. That will cure scurvy.
So I was playing racquetball with Andy's dad.
Right.
Yeah. So we went back to Andy's dad's playing racquetball.
So we're about 2 hours into the.
We are 2:01.
Yeah.
Well, they can break it all up.
Yeah, we can break it all up. So are we done, or what you saying?
No, I'm good.
We fucking go forever.
All I gotta do is pack.
Yeah.
I mean,
where you going?
They're going
to cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, the cruise. Oh,
yeah. So
it's gonna be terrible. I gotta smoke cigars.
Yeah. Any kids that we need to say hi to down there for you?
I could use another soda water.
Oh, well, we need to, I'm not going to call it because Monica's going to fucking hate me. I'm going to walk over there.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got to pee anyway, so.
I'm going to do another round, but I'm not going to call it. Whoa. Ooh.
God, my wife.
Turn you off, man. No, you didn't.
Well, the mic's not off.
The mic's not off. No. The mic is on. No, Mike is.
I can hear you.
Mike is talking.
Now you're off.
Now you're off.
Yeah, red button means stop.
Yeah. But poor Michael.
No, Rhonda's sending me this property she wants me to look at, but it's not on Zillow, so.
Oh, well.
Where's it at?
It's out in Jacksonville. It's like way out 238.
Well, I know that area.
Like like the address, like 1333333.
Hey, I have acreage out there.
Let me look at that. So I don't put it online.
If our supporters,
so I don't say it on there. What's the address?
Listen,
but I can't pull it up. That's the crazy. I can pull it up on my map, but it's just a map view.
Take 1-3 out. Maybe that's the address.
It could very well be.
Hey, I have a suggestion.
Yeah, what do you got?
Little Applegate Road out there.
We have a great property that we could do, a goat property.
Really? How many acres you got?
33 acres.
Oh, that's plenty big enough.
Yeah.
How far out? How far out is it?
It's right there in Murphy, right across from the Murphy store.
Across from the Murphy store.
I don't know. Hey, that's you also have a family there.
That's okay.
They could be residents.
We can have a small little section for them.
No, she was talking about this property.
If it's supported by
goat. And for my wife to get excited about a piece of property to buy,
if our listeners,
is pretty crazy that she's bugging me about it. Because I'm the conservative one, and and she's also conservative too, but she knows shit.
Yeah, I know. She's worked on a couple properties.
Yeah, no, she's helped you guys big time, and
helped me quite a bit.
And I appreciate that more than what you guys will ever know, because it is the lifestyle.
Yeah,
she's awesome at her job, and I wouldn't do half the shit that.
She's the person I call when things need to get done.
There's probably a good chance there ain't 90% of the shit that I do that I wouldn't been able to do without her. Because she's a fucking honey badger.
Yeah, she
works. We love her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take a look at this property, and obviously it's going to be private money, cash deal on it. So those are always fun.
We have a guy out of Salem.
I got a guy right here in town. Yeah, that I've bought in other properties with.
There's a guy out of Salem,
or a gal. I'll say the gal. Yeah. But hey, private money's scary money. There's always a cost to it.
There's a cost,
and if you don't do it. If you don't do it, they get it, which is part of it.
Welcome back.
Hey, I'm here. So I missed out on some things, apparently.
No, we were talking about the property out on out yonder.
Over yonder?
In the pawpaw patch.
Oh. No idea. No idea what that means.
33 acres right there on 238 across from.
No, they've got. He's got
like
great.
The mountain. Thank you. Yeah, that's old school property there.
Yeah.
Back in the day, there used to be an egg farm.
Yeah.
Right close to that. That was an egg farm.
Most people call that a chicken farm, but whatever.
Well, yeah. If you're
the end result is the difference. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
It's the chicken or the egg.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Chicken came first because eggs can't smoke.
Dad joke?
Sure.
I don't get it, but
you can't. No fucking without smoking, I guess.
That's right.
Oh.
Do you smoke after sex? I don't know. I've never looked.
Another dad joke.
I've not heard that since 1982, but whatever.
Oh, how I laughed the first 100 times I heard that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so
what else is on your guys'
what's today
agenda?
Today the 26th.
Yeah. I don't know. What the fuck? I don't do calendars.
27th.
It is the 26th.
Is it 26th?
Ish.
Yeah. Well, this won't get on the air for
National
a few
Spinach
days.
Day. National.
Oh, that's what we didn't
Day.
do.
Oh yeah, we didn't do the shit that happened.
Lefty Awareness Day.
The white bread.
Multiple days today.
Oh yeah.
It's happy
multiples day. It's multiples day.
I've got the National Day website up, and I start scrolling down, and I've got a video, but I'm not watching the video. So
what about National Casablanca Day?
Well, Casablanca, that's every day.
That's right. Okay.
As it should be.
It's called Something for Everyone.
Something for everyone, and everyone for something.
Oh, what was that? There was a movie.
If you say it has to do with
Phil Silvers, no. Something
I was
for
there,
everyone.
by the way.
Something for everyone, a comedy tonight.
Oh, something for something.
All right, Eric, we're going to get back to you here. So
I was just in Casablanca and Morocco.
In Morocco?
Yeah, a few months ago. Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
I've never been there.
So
it was great. It was.
Hey, weren't you supposed to buy like a container phone of rugs or some shit?
I did get not a container, but I did get a rug from Morocco.
National Nougat Day.
Ted?
And
National Spinach Day. No.
Was it Ted Nougat?
Nougat.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, look, this.
I got it wrong.
Today, March 26th, is National Nougat Day, National Spinach Day.
Spinach Day, that's an important one.
That's not two that I would go with.
American Diabetes Alert Day.
Bye-bye toilet ring day.
Yeah, I was going to get my shot today, but I think I'll pass.
I think I'll pass.
Okay, so we're going to get back to the rug from Morocco because you were rudely interrupted by your partner over there.
So we fly into Morocco and we're meeting some friends there, and we get there early and we meet them. They're there a little bit later, about noon or so. And so my wife and I are at the bar and having a
Shocking.
drink. Shocking, right?
Got some time to waste. I'll hang out at the bar. Whatever.
So we, we're hungry now.
Eric doesn't drink very often.
Not at all. So we
about as less often as Mike.
So we
no idea what you just said.
So we start walking to this place. It's supposed to be a great place, and we're just staying at a nice hotel over there. But then we start walking out, and this guy comes up to us and said, "Hey, I work there at the hotel. I saw you guys talking about the rugs and everything like that, or I heard you guys." And he's like, "Oh, well, today's your lucky day,
I got a guy.
You got a guy.
Today's a lucky. This is a day where
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy
from the mountains over here, and they with the camels and the camel hair and the camel rugs, and they bring them back to the market over here. And my wife really wanted a Moroccan rug, because you can get a pretty cheap over there.
Yeah, compared to what you get them here
at Walmart.
Yeah, right. So we're like.
Same rug, by the way.
Normally I'm like, but I'm like, well, fuck it, let's do it, right? So we start going over there, and now he's walking, we're walking now kind of deep in the city,
some weird dark alley
in the ghetto area, and I'm like, and so I'm leading the pack, my good buddies in the back, and the girls are in the front. And
so you got.
By the way, his good buddy's nickname is Chicken Legs.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm scoping everything out.
Tiny.
I'm like, okay, this is not good. But anyway, we get into this place, and it's actually a legit place. It's actually pretty cool. They have rugs all over.
You got to go through 14 back weird alleys, but you got to,
I get a guy that comes up. Oh, hello, I'm Sammy. His name's Sammy.
Like he was in Brooklyn, right? That's what I'm like.
The guy
he's fucking New Yorker.
No, the guy looks like Andy. But the thing about it, he has a robe.
That's
on.
racist.
He has a robe.
Racist.
He looks like Andy, but
just
he's got
because
a robe
I'm Lebanese,
on.
okay?
He's got a robe on. Hey, he looked like he's straight out of Aladdin, right?
Yeah.
He's got the sandals on. He's got the robe on and everything. He's got his assistant. He's like, I got all the rugs. I got all the rugs you want here. And so
he looks like a gay pimp, is what you're saying.
Somewhat.
One thing I want to know:
gay Lebanese pimp.
Is there a camel? Is there a camel parked out front?
No, I didn't see anything.
No. My CB handles Camel Jockey Jr. My dad's a camel jockey. I'm a camel jockey Jr.
I was hoping to see a camel.
Right.
I was secretly hoping to see a camel.
AKA Dune Coon.
Dune Coon.
So we get in there, and he gets his assistants. It's like, hey, I forgot why and nah or something like that. Was they pull out all the rugs and lay it down for you, and these guys work their ass off to pull all the rugs down.
To sell you a $12.99 rug.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So he goes over there, and they make you tea. They give you tea, and I'm like, well, fuck, they're gonna.
They got some hookah set up too.
I'm gonna get roofied over here.
They give you a Turkish coffee.
Yes, it was delicious.
They're worthless.
No, it was delicious. This coffee was delicious. It was tea. It wasn't coffee. It was tea, but delicious. So
fucking Europeans.
So now we got all the rugs laid out, and we finally picked the rug that my wife likes. This is a great rug. This is the one she wants. And the guy comes up and he says, "Okay, well, here's a number." He writes it down on paper. Here's a number, and it's like $1,500.
Oh shit!
I'm like, no. I'm like, no. He's like, I wanted to walk out with $500. That's it. You know what I mean? A Moroccan.
Show me
rug
the
is
bath mat for $500.
Yeah.
You know, a Moroccan rug is in the States and it costs you $3,000 or more. I mean, a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So, and you can light them on fire over there. If it's all pure camel hair and all that stuff, you can light it on fire and it won't
Really?
catch on fire.
I didn't
If
know
It's because it's not nylon.
if it's
Yeah.
all synthetic, it'll catch.
It'll catch up. Yeah.
So they do that. They light it on fire, and it's just it's
It's legit. It's legit. Yeah.
So
See what? Okay, just not to break it up, but if I was me, and I am, I would move to Morocco and create a bunch of synthetic rugs that are outskirted with actual camel, just so you could light the thing, and then like, no, it's good. But anyways, go ahead and just that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me. But go ahead and continue. I'm sorry for interrupting, but go ahead.
So he's just like,
I'm not sorry. Yeah, you're
It
right.
took him 30 seconds to come up with a fucking scam. Like I said, in my first podcast with this gentleman, I'm like, hey, if there's an angle, Mike's gonna find out.
I'm just thinking. Yeah.
You just proved my point, and you proved it fast.
Yeah. So anyways, go ahead, Eric. Sarah, go ahead. Yeah.
So I think he actually wasn't 15. It was 1800. He first comes at. I said no. I said I'm going to walk out with $500. That's it. And he's and I'm out. And I start walking out. No.
Now, come on back.
Anyway, come on back, and this and that. And he's
Such a deal I've got for you.
$1,200. I said no. I said I'm not going to go $1,200. I said I just got here. I'm going to go shop somewhere else, and then this and that.
We got options. Got options.
So then I go over there, and he says, all right. Finally, he gets me the deal. It's $800, but that includes shipping and handling and everything.
Oh fuck! All right.
That's a deal.
I said,
Sounds like you're good. Have you got your rug yet?
I did. Well, that was the thing. So
I remember there is a story there too. I remember you told me that. Yeah, go ahead.
That was the thing. So we go there, and I paid by credit card because if not, I'd call it fraud.
You want protection? Yeah, you want protection.
And so on, but
it's like the condom of the e-commerce world or whatever.
Because I'm worried. I said, okay, I just paid $800, but it's not going to show up at my house, right? And my wife now has nicknamed this guy Sammy the Snake. Sammy the Snake is got, and he's got
a 65 El Camino in the back too. That's dynamite.
Well, no, it was a camel in the back.
Or that, but whatever. 65 El Camel, whatever. Bald camel, whatever.
Well, that was last week's or the week before.
2 weeks, yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
Sammy the Snake was legit. He was legit. He was a character like you wouldn't believe. I mean, like literally, he was like a cartoon character. The personality, everything.
He just validated every stereotype, basically.
So is this a rug that on the floor, or is it like a tapestry?
No, we saw. I mean, if you walk in there, I mean, look at all the rooms that are in. Like, look. Imagine every part of this. Just full of rugs, hanging on the floor.
No. Now that it's in your home,
I mean, yeah. It's
you can like walk on it.
It's
you
up
don't.
in my bourbon room.
Your bourbon. You got a bourbon room.
I got a bourbon room.
Why have we not been invited to this?
Well,
because do you really have to ask that?
I shouldn't have to ask that. No, my bad.
I should know the answer.
Well, I think Drunk Mike has probably been invited.
He probably has been. Don't remember, but whatever.
Because he'll hump your camel.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll bring a camel.
But he was Sammy the Snake was legit. We took a trip to Spain and Portugal afterward, and and by the time I got back home, the
fucking rug was there.
The rug was waiting
shit
on my front door. Opened it up, and there it was.
Right there next to the Amazon packages.
Yeah, right. I couldn't believe it because I was worried about it. Yeah,
it had an invoice from like Nebraska.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So.
And a picture of Sammy going, ta-da!
Ta-da! Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, interesting you say that because my wife is from Nebraska.
There is that.
It just came up.
Just got back today.
She just got back yesterday from Nebraska. Yeah.
Yeah.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Last time I was in Nebraska, I could see from one end to the other. There's no bumps in that.
Nothing.
Nothing but soybeans.
Yeah.
I've been in the Panhandle. I've been in the Panhandle of Nebraska, and
I didn't know Nebraska had a panhandle.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what. Omaha. Have you been to Omaha?
No.
Omaha is actually pretty cool. They have actually a lot of history there. It's a pretty good downtown area. It's really cool. A lot of history.
So the Omaha Tourism Authority is now an unofficial sponsor of this podcast.
We don't have anybody in Nebraska listening to us. So
we should.
Yeah.
We will now because Beth is going to reach out to her family.
Get back to our poll.
Oh yeah, we will get to that as soon as we're done. So
family, that'll be listening to us. Yeah, believe me, you're going to have like about 30 new listeners.
Fantastic.
Probably 60.
60.
Done.
Wow.
The entire population of Omaha is going to be listening in. So yeah, so
Omaha's got 1 million. Well,
it's big. It's big.
Yeah, it's a city.
Yeah,
it's like a whole city.
They got an airport and everything.
You make fun of
in ground plumbing and everything.
We don't
Omaha, just in the city, they say in population's 478,000.
All right.
But on the outskirts is where everyone's.
Well, yeah, where the real people live.
10% of the population of Oregon.
You're talking about
Right.
1.5 million probably.
Yeah.
It's
bigger
in
than Oregon.
Kind of like
1,
Grants
2,
Pass.
1, 3 here.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Kind of like Grants Pass. We got
just like Grants
big
Pass.
population.
What do we have? 4
outside
million
the
in the
city.
state.
No, but we did.
No,
We didn't have
we
that
might be up
on-
that far now. But that's like 3.2.
Yeah.
3.2 in the state of
3.2,
Oregon.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I did drive
2.8 of them are in Portland.
I drove through the west of
Back to
Nebraska,
Midwest.
and that's what you're right. It's
flatter.
flat. It's flat. There's nothing.
A lot of corn.
Corn and soybeans.
A lot of corn.
Oh,
Lot
and in
of
the
corn.
summertime, you got the
and
fireflies.
soybeans.
Fireflies are cool.
Didn't Dorothy get abducted from there?
No.
Oh, that was Kansas.
That was
Damn it!
same thing.
well, it's Kansas. And
They're like cousins, right? Is
They
that
are.
yeah?
They're
So
cousin states.
Yeah, you got Wyoming, Nebraska.
I wish I was
yeah.
in Kansas. I wish I was in Kansas.
yeah, she doesn't wish she was in Kansas. She hated Kansas. That's why the fuck she left. What the
That's why
hell?
she clicked her heels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right, Michael, get back to.
So our poll.
yeah,
and
we only
I
had
don't know if
3
you
people.
guys took a part of that. We had an episode 2 episodes ago. Was the linoleum versus shag carpet as far as personal grooming standards go?
For females
For
only.
females, of what you prefer, and overwhelmingly 2/3 advantage was linoleum, smooth and shiny.
3 people voted it. And
Yes, and 2/3 of them.
And I'm one of them.
Yeah, 2/3. So it was basically me. It was basically me, you, and Hector, I think. And so yeah, but there's 7 days left on the poll. So, but there's an overwhelming authority that says the society
That they're like
that likes a smooth work surface.
Smooth work surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm one of them.
We are a plethora of knowledge.
Andy's the other guy. He wants a fucking shag carpet. You've told me that. Anyways, but whatever.
I approve of the shag carpet.
He's like he wants to tear it
I'm
up.
not
afraid of it.
I wasn't talking about the houses.
No, we weren't either.
No, they're not either. No.
I think one of the choices was take it as it comes.
Yeah, whatever. There was shag, there was linoleum, or whatever you can get. You
That's
know?
what I voted for.
Oh my
We
God!
disapprove
Don't
of
get me
everything.
started on this fucking rabbit hole because I'll tell you what. You know, I'm full on the fucking 1985. You know, I mean, start talking about.
Full bush.
Yeah, I mean,
That was
God,
prior
there's
85. I
nothing-
mean,
That was yeah. Well,
you
that's
want to bet?
well,
You want to bet? Okay, wait a second.
we're talking like 70s.
Time out. Watch this.
well. I mean,
Watch this.
it's been throughout history until the porn industry changed, because the porn industry has dictated all of that.
They have.
And we as a society, based on the porn industry, has eradicated crabs. Andy's trying to bring them back. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Fucker.
He's looking up there. He wants to prove me wrong in
I
1985.
don't-
There was Bush. I believe there was
Yeah,
Bush.
I was there. I've seen it.
I think I saw one of my first Bushes then.
Yeah, that was
BC. 1000 BC was probably Bush too, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was
They
for
would
warmth.
shave it off, and then they would wear a
That was for warmth.
merkin.
Yeah.
a merkin. I don't even know what a fucking merkin is.
A merkin is
It's a fake beard.
a fake beard that they would put on their bush.
Why would they shave it off to wear a fucking fake bush?
Crabs. And
Dungeness or
Crab cakes.
crab cakes, crab tartare.
Because there's some yeast involved there, so they get crab cakes. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Why? Well,
I saw it.
You know what?
I saw it on the History Channel.
What the fuck do you watch on the History Channel that I missed?
Those are the special episodes.
Yeah.
That's like you got to have the secret freaking handshake involved to get to them or something.
What color shag was his? Green?
Like, maybe it was on the
It's like
Travel Channel.
Irish.
I don't know.
It's St. Patrick's Day. So
History's Mysteries. Unofficial sponsor of the three guys.
of the three, yeah, I was like, whatever. I don't know. No, Andy's still trying to figure something out from 1985. He's like,
all I know is that if you look up 1985, like Playboy Playmates.
oh no, we're not disputing that. We're not disputing that.
Absolutely not.
But in '85, they weren't even showing that, were they?
Yeah,
And now they would. They would show the bush. They wouldn't.
Girl next door.
Yeah, girl next door. So,
That's hustler.
well, Playboy has always shown that. If you wanted to see like their innards, you got to go to Hustler or something like that.
Guys are horrible.
I mean, no, I'm just saying, but that's because Playboy would show, and there was always bush, because otherwise they have nothing to show.
Yeah. They got boobs.
They have nothing to show. Well, no, boobs are great. That's great. But if you wanted to see stuff, you didn't go to Playboy. You went to Hustler or We or I had a buddy of mine that when he was growing up, I was in the Navy with him. What the fuck are you Googling?
He's Googling.
Roy is Googling something.
They just got you. When I was in the Navy,
R&D.
it says here.
R&D.
When I was a kid,
Okay, so
I did. We were out in this little area, like in the wash. I remember being in this, those little, just like
This is like
just a
1985.
wash. Like it was a river, but it was a concrete. It was like just a wash.
like a spillover kind of a thing, a
And
spillway.
we found a bag.
Oh, yeah,
and it was
no,
all full
I-
of Playboys
yeah.
and
It was the
Hustlers
same.
and Wees, and we thought,
Yeah.
I was like 8 years old or 10 years old, and it was like that was like finding gold.
Yeah, but no, I knew a guy.
That's trimmed, but a lot of times they're like full on freaking.
Well, no, my point is,
Like big.
and I don't even know if I have a
Lawnmowers
point.
for that shit.
Hey, I'm trying to talk here. Okay, Daddy's talking.
I'm sorry.
So there was a guy. There was a
I
guy.
love that little freaking
That's my-
AstroTurf rolling, fucking extra long. They set the fucking cutters a little bit taller. The whole deal. Like I'm all for it. I'm like, all right.
All right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, anyways.
I'm with you. We're there, brother.
Yeah, I gotcha. So, anyways, no, I had a guy, good friend of mine. He was in my platoon. He was our medical guy, our corpsman. But he grew up on a sailboat where his family just traveled. And one of the the way they made money was selling fucking porno mags.
Oh, I thought you said they were selling their pubes.
throughout South America and shit like that. And he was like, nobody asked for Playboy. It was always the dirtiest, the raunchiest.
Yeah.
Fucking, and he's like, we made bank off of that
Well,
shit.
because you're reading articles for Playboy. You would be surprised how many Playmates, I guess you would call them Playmates, that are here in the Valley.
Can I
Mine
prove a point?
Playboy for the article.
Prove away.
Okay.
Well,
Mike's got a story for everything.
True.
I've been involved in a lot of
This
stuff.
guy's
Yeah.
got the stories from all stories. I mean, like I said, I see Mike on a regular basis. And he's got a story for everything. Mike, why don't you tell us about the story when you got a phone call on the base?
Which one was
random
that?
girl.
Oh, yeah. No, that was crazy.
It's just to prove a point.
Is this back in the dildo days?
No,
not even. No, this
Before that,
was.
He's like 19 years old.
No, that was 22-ish.
Okay.
Probably, I don't know.
Well, you don't look two-ish.
He's on the base.
I'm in the barracks
a random phone call.
in Coronado, California.
Yep.
And this girl called, because we didn't have cell phones,
No.
So in the barracks you had a bank of fucking payphones, and they would ring, and because that's who you would give, and then they'd be like, oh, let me talk to Joe Johnson, fucking room 227, whatever. And so you would go get Joe Johnson, whatever, not Joe Johnson, because we know Joe Johnson. I don't know why they use his name, but Joe, if you're listening to this, it's not you.
Call him Bob.
Call him, no, because Bob's a different guy. So
Dave.
How about Phil?
it's just Stan, because nobody really knows the Stan that they hang out with. So,
Not anymore. I used to, though.
well, because he died, but whatever.
He could have. He was.
No, he did. I saw it in the newspaper.
He was a rat.
Anyways,
rat in Vietnam.
telling my story.
Not very well.
Daddy's telling.
Yeah, Daddy's talking. So I got this. So it's this girl, and she's like, "Hey," I'm like, "What can I? What?" I mean, she was like, "Hey," we started bullshitting, basically. Went on and on and on and on. Long story, fucking short.
Longer.
She's like, "Yeah, we need to fuck, and you can come meet me." I'm like, "Okay." Okay, so
I'm standing Century Duty 1
yeah,
right now.
I'm like, whatever.
He
So
doesn't tell anybody in the barracks where he's going.
yeah, no idea. And I'm like,
would he?
yeah, why would you? So I'm like, and so the deal was that she told me what she was driving a fucking Toyota fucking 4x4. And I said, okay, cool. And so she was going to meet me at a 7-Eleven.
He lies about what he's driving.
Yeah, so I
blue
told her
truck.
I said a blue truck, but I was actually in a green Honda, but whatever. So I told her, I told you too many details. What the hell? So, but my thing was, I'm like, okay.
What was his real name?
Who? Stan. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Fucking Roy. Got to bring that
He gets
shit
a
up.
random. So just the story. He gets a random phone call, and this lady's looking for this guy who she's gonna bone. And
gets
Mike talks her into boning. Mike talks her into boning him, right? But at the same time he's got this he's not sure. He's not sure, so he's gonna check it out. So he parks across the street from where he says he's gonna meet her. He sees the chick. He's like, oh, she's not so bad. I'll just drive over there. She gets in. She goes, I thought you were driving a blue truck. He's like, oh, I was in the shop. I'm driving a green Honda. He's like, oh, okay. Well, just follow me over to my house. So he never even gets a good look at her because she was kind of in her car and he never sees the face. So he goes over to the house.
You tell it so much better than I did because I would have taken an hour and a half to tell that story.
So he goes over to the house.
Yeah, continue.
And he opens the door and describe the guy you see.
Giant. It's like Garen, but like 200 pounds heavier.
Oh, damn.
It's this giant bald motherfucker.
Yeah,
He's
a bald fucking white dude named Curly.
Yeah, and he doesn't even remember the girl's name. He's like, oh, I'm here to see. And all of a sudden, he hears a name from the back. He says, like, Curly, let him in. He lets him in. And Mike's just like, holy shit, what am I getting myself into, right?
No, I was like, no, I'm going to fuck her. I just walked past Curly. Not thinking.
So he walked past Curly.
Fucking 21 years old. I'm not thinking. I'm fucking.
Curly's going to fuck you.
He goes to the back room. He sees this girl with this phenomenal body with this fucked up face.
Dude, it shut it down fast.
And so now he's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Right? You know, like, oh, how did I get myself in this? Because his dick's like, go, right? You know.
You tell it so much better than I do. I'm going to let you go.
So that's what gets him in the situation. So he gets in the situation. His dick's like, go. His face is like, no. It's like, dick's like, go. Right? So she's like, well, tie me up. He's like, that's not happening. No, he goes,
no, she wanted to tie me up.
She goes, I'm going to tie you up. He goes, no. She goes, no. He goes, you're not going to do that. You know, you got a fucking giant fucking bald-headed guy in the front room. Yeah, he fucking tied me up. She goes, well, why don't you tie me up? He goes, okay. So he ties her up. And then he's like, I'm fucking out.
And I fucking bail.
No. So he goes,
no, well, yeah.
So now he's
there's
like,
more to it.
Shit, I got to get out the fucking front door. Well, before he gets out her door, she starts yelling, Curly! Yeah, I can help! And all he hears is just fucking boom down the fucking hallway. So he's like, where the fuck am I going to do? So he fucking shoves out the screen, jumps out the window. Right?
Of her bedroom window,
Her bedroom window. And he starts fucking running for his car. He doesn't know if his fucking life's going to land or not. He's just like, I'm going to my fucking car. I'm going to get there, dude. But Curly's got to go to the room. Then he can't.
And Curly's not fit through the window.
Yeah,
he's not fit through the window.
Mike's like, I got this.
Yeah.
Minute and a half at least, you know. So he gets out, gets his car, and he fucking zooms back to the barracks. Well, fuck. He gets back to the barracks, dude, and the guy's like fucking dripping. 19-year-old. He's dripping sweat.
22, but whatever.
The fucking thing.
Probably better if I was 19, but whatever.
By this time, all the guys are back. From
22 is okay.
Fucking, yeah, whatever.
You know, and the barracks like, what the fuck?
They look with the fucking.
Like, don't ask.
Yeah, no, and they were like, what the fuck were you? What? Because I was fucked. I was like mentally, I was like, I'm fucking.
You almost got raped by Curly.
Fucking giant white dude's gonna fuck my ass. I'm fucking just sputter in. Yeah, fucking sweating. And they were like, you didn't tell us. I'm like, what the fuck would I tell you? Well, I'm doing stupid shit. Well, I mean, I have been known to do stupid shit that I tell you about. But if I do stupid shit I don't tell you about, it's extra stupid.
And this was in Coronado?
Yeah, but they lived
San Diego.
Yeah, it was San Diego, but they lived like in I would say El Torritos, but that was a Mexican restaurant down there. But yeah, it was a chain restaurant, but whatever.
Ate at them.
They had a great great lunch buffet for like $4, you know.
Happy hours.
Yeah, happy hour. We used to go there for. So fun fact. Not to change the subject.
Of course not.
Fun fact, El Torito.
Well,
they had a lunch buffet that you could get for like $6 or $7. This was back in the early 90s. Of $6 or $7, and you
El Torito are sponsor as well now. Or?
They're in the. I don't even know if they're still in business. Yeah,
chips and salsa.
Yeah,
margarita.
But we would go there and
margarita bar is amazing.
Yeah, and get a couple margaritas, and they had a freaking burrito buffet or whatever it was for like $6 for lunch, a lunch buffet. And this was early 90s. Well, we got a new CO. And he put it out there. And he's like, you know what? I know Fridays, you guys all go down and have a few drinks and come back to work. That's not what I'm all about. I don't think that you guys are going to be able to do your job appropriately. So I do not approve of you guys going out and having a few drinks and come back to work. So the next Friday.
Yeah, military's funny either way.
Yeah, the next Friday we went down there. We did the same thing. Didn't go back to work. And the next Monday, was a different story.
Restricted to the base?
He was not happy. And then we're like, dude, you told us don't come back. I don't know what the fuck you expected. I was also me back then. So,
right.
And I sort of led this.
Not a lot of change then.
No, not at all. And we're like, okay, Captain, appreciate your input. First off, on Fridays, we used to do fucking water polo out in the fucking San Diego Bay. You shut that down.
But you kept on drowning the horses?
What fucking horses?
Water polo.
Oh, no.
I forgot. I'm coming into drunk Mike now.
No, yeah. So, but no. My thought was, I was like, okay, so Cap, I get where you're coming from. You want us to be functional, and that's fine. But tell us, don't go out and drink on Fridays. Don't say, don't go out and drink and come back. Because otherwise, we're going to do what you say and don't come back. And he was like, and he actually was like, you know what? I was an E5 talking to a freaking captain.
Right. What detachment were you with during this time?
That's not important. That's that. Yeah, we don't need to talk about it. I do not discuss a lot of things about my past.
Roger, I'm just glad you weren't like working on radars or something.
No, I was not. That was not.
Bolting doors to the fuselage.
No, I was.
Tries to get laid by some random chick on he didn't even know it is. At least he had the gumption enough to park across the street to at least scope it out.
I did pull a piece of ass off a random piece in San Diego.
You pulled a piece of ass off a random piece? That's a lot of repetitive stuff.
Yeah,
she was
Eric
random.
and I have a story about that.
Yeah.
I was
like, no, this is a no shitter. I was like 18, base club, just out of school, pulled a piece of ass out of this club, base club. The next, like 2 days later, I was going home on leave. I get home and I'm walking around with shorts on, and I got fucking rug burns on my knees. And my dad looked at me and goes, fuck, boot camp was good, wasn't it?
Hell yeah.
Eric and I were down there. We took a trip down. I was staying with him, and we go down to San Diego.
We went up there because your mom.
Oh, great!
Mom stories. Mom stories are best.
No, your mom got a ping pong.
I don't want to hear this part.
No, I've
seen that in the movie.
Ping pong machine that.
I saw it in real life.
No. No. He doesn't understand. So we went down to South Orange County to pick up a ping pong machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
then we decide
A ping pong what?
Machine?
No, it wasn't a ping pong machine.
The fuck is a ping pong machine?
It's a pinball machine for
Pinball. Okay.
Okay.
My dad. So it's my dad's like 50th birthday.
Yeah, and she.
Oh, so he was old.
The one
Hang on,
that they
hang on.
played with.
So
when
my
they were young.
dad, when he was a kid, his dad always used to take him down to Balboa Bay, and then they would go across to the arcade across on the peninsula, and he'd play in the
Play
bay at the
pinball?
pinball
Yeah,
machine.
right on.
The fucking still the place is still there to this day. My dad's 80, right? And so one of the pinball machines he used to play was this. It wasn't the exact one he used to play, but it was one next to it. And then my dad held the high score for it. Well, she finds out where it is, and this got sold to this guy, and sold to this guy. She says, "You need to go down there. You need to pack this thing up, and you need to ship it down there because I live down there." So I go out. I find where it is. She's bought it already.
So we go out there.
We go out there,
pick it up.
and we
We're gonna
find
pick
where the machine is. It's in South Orange County.
The actual machine.
It was
The actual
no,
machine.
It was in San Diego.
Oh no, it was in South Orange. It wasn't in San Diego. It was in South Orange County. Hear me out.
Okay, realistically, it doesn't matter where it was at. We don't care.
We pick the machine up. We build this fucking box for it, get all ready for shipping, and we set up the shipping for it. We had to go to like 5 different shipping places. We finally get a place that's going to ship it. We get a shipping label. We go back. We build the box. We put it all in the box, and we go to ship it. And Erica said, "Well, let's fucking go. We're fucking 20 minutes from San Diego. Let's go down to San Diego." Eric's like, "Oh, there's this place down there, he knows all the shit, right? Gaslight, this there, we're gonna go down there." So we decided to fucking drive down to San Diego.
Well, we're just gonna spend the night there.
Yeah.
Like we got a hotel there. It's late. It's in the evening now.
Hey, one at a time. One at a time.
We're also early 20s, and we make no plans for anything.
Oh,
right?
of course not.
So
Yeah, why would you?
By the time we go down there and we have 12 or 14 cocktails, we realize we need a fucking place to stay.
Yeah.
Well, gosh dang it, who knows?
There's a convention going on.
There's
there.
like a whole bunch of conventions going on in San Diego.
There's nothing available. Yeah.
Nothing available unless you're paying $300.
One at a time. The hell? One of you at a time. I think it's confusing.
There's no rooms available unless you're paying like $300 a night. And this is back when rooms were $50, $80 a night.
So it was huge, yeah.
$300 is a huge deal. It's not like nowadays, you just say it's either 200 or 300, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck, dude, and we're just broke fucking kids, so what are we gonna do? So we're hanging out at this bar, and we find out that all these people are there from this convention. So what do?
You hook up.
Fucking line up. Fucking line up.
We hook up with this guy. So I meet this
Latin
girl.
love God showed up,
Girl, She's staying in the hotel and everything. Oh, this is our in, this and that. We got it in. And next thing you know, this other guy's trying to fucking pick up on her. I don't know whatever happened. How did we get rid of that guy? We got rid of that.
No, he was the guy that, remember, we were at
The sugar guy?
Yeah, he's a
sugar packet guy.
Little sugar packets that he comes up to us. Those little sugar packets that are looks like a little toothpick. Whatever.
Yeah.
Comes up to us and says, "Hey,
The inventor of that?
He won! I swear to God. He's like, that dude's got sugar money. And we're like, you're fucking crazy. Fucking 10 years later.
One at a time. Come on.
He was like, yeah, this is gonna blow up and this and that. And we're like, oh, it's good for you, man, and all this stuff. Good for you and whatnot.
Next thing you know, he's trying to pick up on a girl.
We see it. He's trying to pick it up, but
No, that was his ankle. He was like, I'm getting pussy because I'm inventing a fucking sliver.
We ended up going, I think actually Andy.
Yeah.
Got you a room.
Andy
got you a room.
I got us a room.
Did you have to wait outside or
No.
were you watching?
It was a two-bedroom apartment.
there you go, yeah.
Two-bedroom hotel. So
There wasn't like a handkerchief on the fucking doorknob or some shit, Wow.
it was
Hold the video camera.
Yeah, whatever,
Upside down pineapple.
There's a rig.
Upside down pineapples, yeah.
Nice luxury hotel, and we said goodbye in the morning, and then we drove home.
Yeah.
As you're driving away, you wave to the sugar packet guy.
Yeah.
And you know,
And he can fucking buy and sell us now. Yeah.
So that, I mean,
That was my introduction to but let's just back up.
hey, that's not the backup noise.
Because we lived in Cancun.
Cancun is what you call it.
Were we back from Mexico at that time?
Apparently, because you're in frickin' Southern California.
So we're back from Mexico, but we went to this bar, and they had this wall, and it was a wall of tequila, and they had this they had this deal. Like if you drink every shot of this tequila, you know, that once you got every shot of tequila, you had this gift certificate.
You get a free T-shirt or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But we start looking at it.
A
and
room.
so- well, that was the thing. We're kind of broke too, you know. We're not
But you will line up the fucking tequila shots. So yeah, I had money for tequila. So
some of the bottles at the time were $1,500 bottles, so you're like a $50 shot at the time or something like that, and that was a lot of money for a shot of fucking tequila.
Still is.
Plus we could have
it still is. Yeah, it's not
It
changed.
still is, but it's more relative, right? You know, you go get a Casa Azules, you pay $40, and you're like, but back then it was a lot more money, so that's what we were doing, and I remember like, fuck, man, and then I started doing the math. I'm like, fuck, you're gonna be into like $1,500 if you have a shot of all this stuff to get a $100 fucking gift certificate. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that was a really cool situation, and they said, yeah, I need another. Yeah, I've been waiting. So
Well, there we go.
But anyway, we ended up
One at a time.
when no hotel rooms were available.
Whatever.
Not-
Perfect. Good one, Eric.
no hotel rooms are available. We're down there. We're in the Gaslight District. We're not driving back to fucking Pasadena. You know what I'm saying? And we ended up with we ended up with a warm room and a soft bed to stay in. That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I have found myself in that position many a time.
On your back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Turtle style. We call that turtle style.
Yeah, I woke up in the parking garage a couple of times myself.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got to
man.
do what you got
At
to
least
do.
once.
At least once. Well, you guys got, I mean,
Exactly.
30
So-
years of friendship and a lot of stories. Well, just like, you know, Jesse and I got a lot of dates.
Yeah, but
No, seriously. Yeah, it's crazy.
let's just back up another.
Okay, first off, that's
up a
not the
little bit
backup
more.
thing.
That's
That you did a Jim Carrey thing there that nobody else will recognize because
Jim
it
Carrey's
didn't
also-
sound like that at all. But whatever.
The point with Mike is that the mother sucker. I see the guy.
Did you
so
say mother
often-
trucker?
Mother sucker. I said.
Mother sucker. I've never. No, well, I have sucked.
Never mind.
Never mind.
I'm with
We'll
this
just leave it
guy.
at that.
Carry on,
I'm
Andy.
not
We
gonna do a
share-
fucking thing.
We share lots of stories. We go back and forth all the time, and then all of a sudden he just surprises me with this fucking random story that's fucking phenomenal. It's not just like it's like this is a little bit of a story. He starts telling me the story, and I'm listening. I'm like, what? I'm like, where the fuck? I mean, I've known you for fucking how many years, and I'm just now hearing this story, and it happens on a regular freaking basis, and that was the purpose.
He's an onion.
That I brought in
Yeah.
that story
Many
because
layers.
it's like. You know,
Well,
I don't want to
and
share
so-
it, but the point being of the story was that, God dang, I thought I've heard, I mean, you've heard some wild stories, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So my thing is
I can't
though.
tell all my wild stories because they involve a bunch of stuff that I can't.
Right.
Well, no, and I've got those. I've got those too. I've got
We're
those.
talking about stories, and I get really
Yeah.
quiet because I'm like, I can't really share my story because my story is like fucked up, and no one's gonna believe it.
Well,
you know?
witness protection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I know. I've got stories that I can't tell. Also, but I also.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. So.
They'll come out sooner or later.
But well, no, because drunk Mike tells a lot of shit he shouldn't tell. Just saying.
You know, Andy knew a lot more details about your story.
No, seriously, he was like, I was like,
Yeah,
dude, I didn't remember that. No, seriously, yeah. So no, I have.
I remembered Curly though.
Curly, yeah, no, that was a fucked up night. That's.
That was a fucked up night.
No, and you know what? Full disclosure for our, and we're up to actually we had 34 followers and somebody dropped off. We're down to 33, which I think that gives us street credit because
Hold on, Mike.
somebody couldn't handle it.
We're going to get all of Nebraska here by the end of the
Yeah,
week.
we're gonna get Nebraska here. So, but yeah, somebody dropped off because we had 34 for a day, and then now we're down to 33. But whatever.
Was it a man or a woman?
We have I can't tell. Yeah, no idea. That's not. But yeah, so no. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this. But
surprise me.
stories like that, you know, I am who I am.
Yeah, you are who
That's
you
all
are.
I'm gonna say, and I will continue to be who I am.
Speaking of who you are, did you ever make it to the fucking golf course?
No, I have no idea.
Probably. I don't know if that's important or not.
Well, it will be in a minute.
BTW, Mike. I need to go to the golf course too.
DPW.
BTW.
By the way,
Yeah.
Not black tits and
Wieners.
wiener. I don't know. But
No,
That sounds like a bad children's
yeah, I have
book.
no idea what that's.
Well, that
you're all good with black tits, but when you put in the wiener, I don't know. You lost me there, bro.
Okay, so first off, the term wiener. I mean, if you say wiener, you need to be talking to like a 5-year-old about something or other. You know?
You don't got a hamburger. It's not a hot dog. You know?
No, yeah, it's not. I don't. If you're the term wiener. Even penis, I'm like, penis is.
it does sound right.
It's like it's a medical term. You're talking to your doctor.
It's cock.
You know what?
Yeah, it's cock, it's dick, it's fucking fuck
Time
mushroom, whatever you want to call it.
Fuck mushroom.
What? I don't know. I'm just trying to anything but wiener or frickin' penis.
It's going to be 71 degrees in Cabo San Lucas on Sunday.
What? What am I trying to do?
I have a question.
So okay. Andy wants. Hey, Roy. Andy wants to talk. Stop.
Does he?
So my kid.
We won't be there till Monday.
My boys. I have a
Be
four.
72. It'll be 72 degrees.
You guys can talk later. Andy's trying to talk. I'm gonna shut you fuckers down right now.
I have a 4 and 7-year-old.
You have a 4 and 7-year-old?
Yeah.
Is that 47?
No, 4.
Oh, 4 and. I thought you said foreign, like you've got like an Asian kid or something.
He's almost 4, and I have a 7-year-old, and it's penis. And they won't call it anything else. I can't tell them, hey, it's your cock. It's
No,
your dick, it's
there's
your prick.
proper things.
He calls it a penis, and
You
I'm
know-
like,
you know-
I thought
You know what's screwed up, Andy?
your privates. I try to change the terminology to your privates or to this and that. Finally, the 7-year-old's like, hey, you can't touch my privates because he knows you can't say penis.
Okay, first off, why was that even said?
Well, because you're
Stranger
talking about
danger.
penis and you can't say that word. But that's
So
all
who
it
was
takes. I'm
touching
like,
it?
Hey, I'm like, hey, don't play with your penis.
So,
Why not?
We don't want to go. We're not talking about Sean Diddy.
I'm just saying about the word penis. You don't like the word penis, and I'm like, that's the only word my kids use. They're like fuck, oh, that's my penis. And I'm like, no, dude, it's your privates. You know, I'm like, and they're like, no, it's my penis, Dad. It's not my privates, it's my penis. You know, like, penis is
my private's my asshole, Dad.
Yeah.
How old are you, Andy?
I'm yours.
Are you 50 yet?
Yeah, I'm almost 50.
I have a 7-year-old grandchild.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, my wife's 25, so fuck you.
I got a 50-year-old daughter.
Fuck you, my wife's 25. You guys,
Your wife.
We know you're lying now. You're talking.
I'm just saying my wife's young, all right? And she didn't want to have kids, and then next thing you know, we had kids.
Well,
And I was
that's what happens
surprised
with
You know
the
what
bride.
causes that, right?
Well, I know exactly what.
Have you heard? No. Have I told you a story about the
You
two
want to know
birds?
how I got kids?
No, but have I told you
It's
about?
a funny story.
No. I'm gonna
Michael wants to say something now. Again.
There's two
Still.
birds.
Yeah.
A stork brings a baby. A swallow doesn't.
Yeah, that's right. I've been using that ever since I heard that.
Yeah, that's been a while. I've said it a lot. So, anyways, apparently that didn't work.
Swallow doesn't. I you know what? I tried to.
Okay, so no, a stork does not bring a bird. A stork brings a baby.
Michael wants to talk
I
again.
tried to teach her that, but she seemed to
Get it wrong.
stork a lot better. Apparently.
Hey,
Go get a cigar.
I'm telling you, I've been married for almost 4 years, and don't stop. Don't have her stop.
Exactly. Well,
Roy.
okay.
What? No, this one's on us. Thank you for lunch.
Free.
Thank you.
Yeah, bring your
First one's
7-year-old
free. Daddy's taking care of you, is what he's saying.
Well, and the only reason I say that is because he's probably going to get in his private cabinet, and I don't have to worry about
You have no idea where that's coming from. Yeah, exactly.
yours, not the shop.
It's not like I haven't supported the freaking cigars.
No,
cave.
never.
Nah.
How long? God dang, I don't know how much money I spent over here.
Years ago, I came back. I was in Costa Rica, and I came back, and I got
Oh,
some.
no.
I got
Eric's
some
story.
Costa
Eric's telling the
Rican.
story?
I got some Costa Rican cigars.
Yeah,
you know? And it was great. We went out there, and I was coming back through customs and so on, and the customs looks at me and says, "Are those Cuban cigars?" I said, "No."
Nope.
He's like, "That's a great answer."
Yep.
And he let me go.
So this is a true fact.
But now you can bring them back, right? Isn't it?
No.
Is it still illegal?
Yeah, they stopped that. Well, you might be able
I
to
thought
bring
there was.
down a
I
little
thought
bit.
they had changed that embargo.
I thought that I could bring back a couple or something.
Yeah, they did. You used to be able to bring back some boxes when.
Yeah.
Obama administration, then the Trump administration stopped the Cuban export, so you can't go there or travel. And it's less than $1, but you never.
P. Diddy can go travel there though.
Well, anybody can
Eric
travel.
and I
You can
actually
go there.
had so when we lived in Cancun, that's just one of the perks that we had was Cuba was right
there.
Yeah, that's right
And
there.
so we get done
Yeah,
with all.
just skip across the pond right there. You know.
We had some.
We were
Yeah.
we were working there, and we worked with a lot of ground crews, and we brought over 350,000 students down there between spring break and summer vacation, and we lived in Cancun, and so we had built up all kinds of fucking perks, with the travel companies. We'd met people that had private jets that would fly us back and forth to Cuba, which was like a half an hour flight.
I like how you call it Cuba instead of Cuba like the rest of the Americans.
It's Cuba.
It's Cuba.
It's Cuba.
Well, I don't.
Right,
But that's regular white people don't know that. We're like, it's Cuba.
Cuba.
So we had all these connections, and so we were going to spend after our final so spring break, between spring break and summer vacation, we get a little break and we get to do some stuff. But we ended up working for the company selling advertising for a firm, and we made $5 or $6 grand or something like that. But in Mexico, that's fucking like 20 grand.
At least, yeah.
So, but
30
that
years
was,
ago too.
Yeah.
This is 30. So we had a bunch of money that we weren't rich, but we
saved up a little
It's a
bit.
weird thing when you live in Mexico. You become the cheapest motherfucker you've ever met. Like, we would walk out of the hotel, we would walk out, and we wouldn't get the taxis that were in front of the hotel because they want to shout. They have to charge a premium because they're paying for it to park in front of the hotel and everything. So we'd walk,
You walk 100 yards away, and
sometimes 100 yards, sometimes it's a half a mile.
Whatever.
We'd walk down to the street, and we'd get the taxi on the street, and then the guy would say, "Oh, it's 20 pesos," and we'd be like, "Fuck you," in Spanish we're saying, "Fuck you," we'll give you fucking 10 pesos. And they'd be like, "Fuck you," it's fucking 15 pesos. And we're like, "Nah, pinche cabrón." I go, and then I'd say, "I have this shirt." And he goes, "Oh, I like the shirt." I go, "Okay, well, boom." And he would take us wherever we wanted to go, right? So it either cost us a shirt or it cost us 10 pesos, but we weren't paying the 20 fucking pesos. Now let's put this in perspective. At the time, it was
$3.
It was 12 to 15 pesos for the dollar. We're arguing over a fucking dollar.
yeah.
And we wouldn't.
No, you're arguing over principle.
Yeah, but it's a principle.
That's what it is. It's principle.
We're arguing over principle. You're right, Mike. I agree 100%. But he and I were so fucking cheap. No matter how much money we were making or how much money we had, we're not going to pay more than what it costs to go do this shit.
You're parking. You wanted to pay market value.
Exactly right. And
that's a capitalist society.
The philosophy of what we're doing made fucking sense to us, but if I look at it from reality, I'm like, it's a fucking dollar. Now when we're drunk Mike or drunk Eric or drunk Andy, we're like 20 pesos off. Fuck you. We still fucking argue with the fucking son of a bitch.
Well, no, absolutely.
We would pay it if we had to, but we still argue with the guy.
But you would take your opportunities where you can.
Exactly right.
Well, save a buck.
It was such a fucking different world.
Because the next thing is I'm gonna get 14 drinks for that dollar.
Yes, you're right.
I'll tell you what.
So I'm gonna make it up on the back side.
Well, no, we drank for free because we worked in all the clubs and the restaurants.
Well, there is
and then
that.
We just signed our names.
Yeah.
And
There was
so
there's two classes in Mexico, and this is the difference with the United States. There's two classes in Mexico. You had the upper class and you had the lower class. There's no middle class.
Yeah.
So check this out. We're doing business with them, and we're trying to make appointments. We're trying to sell advertising for this restaurant. This is in between the tours, and they take the first day of the month off. Why? Because it's the first day of the month. Okay. They take the last day of the month off. Why? Oh, it's Kids' Day, right? And then you go to meet them. They don't come to work till 9. They leave at 11. They come back at 3, and they work from 3 till 5 or 7, maybe. So how do you meet with these people?
Suppose you better be there between 3
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you got these little windows.
That kind of
So instead of being able to hit like 4 or 5 spots and be able to go through your shit and get your sales marketing, you might get 1 or 2 a day. Hopefully, right?
Yeah.
And we only have a few days to kind of meet with these people and get with them to sell us. And they wanted to advertise with us because we would advertise to over 1 million students a year. Over 500,000 people that are coming down there every year. They loved us. And when we met with them, we got all kinds of hookups. So like we would go into all these different restaurants, like at random time. We'd go into this restaurant that we did some advertising with, and we would walk into the restaurant, and the restaurant's busy. Oh, Andres y Eric, vámonos aquí. And they would say, come on in and welcome in. And he goes, just like a table? Like, yeah. And they would go move people out and give us the prime table in the restaurant, whatever it may be. And they would just comp us the whole fucking meal.
Yeah. Big ballin'.
Because they know that
you're bringing people in.
Yeah. And they knew that.
Yeah.
And so they would take, so like we were literally like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. I was Brad Pitt, he's Angelina Jolie.
Oh, I was going to go the other way.
That's exactly where I was thinking, but whatever,
I don't fucking care because like Angelina Jolie is fucking Tomb Raider. She's fucking.
Dude, she's a badass.
Hot.
How much dick did she suck to get that role?
All of it.
No, you know what? She's her dad.
I remember a restaurant in Cancun.
So she got street credit.
Across
Yeah.
the street from the
Her dad?
Mercado.
Who's her dad?
The big
John
open.
Voight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They had the best fucking guacamole.
Famous actress as well.
Oh, that
So
was
she
good
grew up
stuff.
in the business.
Yeah,
I just
great
watched
meal, different world.
it was on Netflix. It was a show that John Voight was in. He was a
It's Ray Donovan.
Ray Donovan.
That's a great show.
Holy shit! What a great show!
That's a great show.
I fell in love with John Voight during that show because he was just. You
It's a
felt bad
great
for him,
show.
but he was just a cocksucker.
Well,
It's a great
That's what he
show.
was in Midnight Cowboy too. He was a cocksucker.
Well, he was, yeah.
Literally.
But that's a great
Ray
show.
Donovan.
Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
What a great show.
Didn't see it.
It's pretty
a
fucking
great
good.
show. It's awesome. Well, it's got Liev Schreiber in it, and he's kind of the cooler. He's a cooler, and he takes care of all the Hollywood business. He's
He's a fixer.
He's a fixer. He wants shit done.
He takes care of it.
And
Yeah.
it's just it's
Yeah, and he's got this fucked up family that
This is Irish family.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
they're like
But
Southies from Boston.
Yeah, that's what they are. It's a great show. It's a
Okay.
great show. It's
a good
Did you
binger.
ever see it?
Gonna have to watch it.
Yes.
What is it on? Like
On Netflix, Showtime.
Oh.
Showtime.
Yeah, so it'll be on Prime.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a great show. You watch it all. It's got like 8 seasons.
Oh, yeah?
It's
Yeah.
fucking
So
good.
I don't
It
get
is
TV.
good.
I got Prime and I got
If you get
Netflix
if you
and
get a
shit.
chance to watch it, just watch it.
Yeah,
It's
you
a-
might be
it's
able to
a
find
good-
on
called
Prime.
Ray,
It's a
Ray
good
Donovan.
fucking show. Yeah,
Ray Donovan. Yeah, great show.
Great show. I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't remember where I was.
Right where you're at.
What was I talking about?
You haven't
And we don't know.
There we
No idea.
Oh.
No idea.
Well.
Or was, being in Mexico, but I don't even know where the point was going.
I don't know.
See, we went to Cancun once, and I was not really impressed.
No. So when we were
I had
down
a
there,
great time
we were
down
down there in the '90s. It was super cool
Yeah.
because you had the Zona Hotelera, right, which is 10 miles of hotel zone.
Right,
They had
right.
clubs
Saw
and
that.
hotels and everything. And then when you got to the El Centro, which was down in the city center, is what it's called. It was like old school Mexico. Now, in the '90s, before cell phones and internet and everything that was going on, the El Centro was like really old school Mexico, right? Which people loved, right? You had the El Mercados, you had all these things, you had the stores. You could go down there and get a steak and lobster dinner for $12 or something like that.
Right.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? I'm not
exactly,
talking like a
yeah.
little lobster. I'm talking a freaking
Fucking
lobster.
actual
You're
lobster, yeah.
You're talking like $150 dinner for $12.
Right,
you know?
right.
And at the certain restaurants and stuff. And then you could actually travel down a little bit further and you get a little better deals at the Mercados. I mean, if you're American, they're going to freaking bust your ass. But we were locales, we were locals, and we could get our thing. And we did that thing. When we went back about, 7, 8 years ago?
Yeah.
7, 8 years ago, Eric and I and our wives, we traveled down there. And we stayed in Cancun for a little bit. And we went into El Centro. And it may as well have been fucking L.A.
Yeah.
All the old roads and all the old shit was fucking done up. It's all tatted up with sick things. The fucking cars are driving 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's like, we didn't even. I go, we can't get down here. This ain't fucking safe.
Yeah.
We got to
Yeah.
speak the language we know, and we're like, no, we're not being down here. Back in the day, we just fucking walk. We
Yeah.
You have
walked
to
for fucking
understand, back
20
in there,
miles.
I mean, Cancun's been it's been hit by hurricanes quite a bit.
Right.
Correct.
But back when in the '90s, in the early '90s to mid '90s, Cancun was
Number one
responsible
travel.
for 2/3 of Mexico's income.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I think I was there like in 2004 4 or 5.
Yeah.
We stayed at the Grand Mayan there in between Cancun and Puebla.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, great resort, but it was kind of fucking boring. I mean,
Well, that's the thing.
But I did dig Puebla.
You know, here's the deal.
Playa del Carmen.
But Playa del Carmen's great and so on. So
when we were there, Playa del Carmen, the whole population of the whole city was 30,000. You had a dirt road that took you down there. And then you got down to the city, and there's nothing there, and you took a left and went down the main drag down to the port, and all it was a port city, and you had the El Presidente was the main hotel, you had a couple little baby hotels.
But hey, look,
and
here's the difference.
And then all it was Playa del Carmen was a port to get over to
right,
no,
the Cozumel.
Here's the difference, though.
That was it. Now it's like 500,000 people.
You're going back. You're talking about us being 21 years old.
Hello.
Andrea's here.
There she is.
Hey, baby.
You're talking about us being 21 years old and being there and kind of
back in the good old days.
You go back there. Even now is being married or whatever. You can go in. You're at a resort. That's all you're gonna do.
Exactly.
That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna sit at the resort, and it's just boring because you're really in America, really.
Yeah,
right.
It feels like
Exactly.
It's no fucking difference. It's beautiful. You got beautiful beaches, but it's no big. It's not. It's
all
not
of them are like that now.
But see, for us, when we were there, we were in the top 10 clubs in the world. We're staying at this. We're running back and forth. We're doing this. We're
going to all these different
women all involved. You know what I mean? And so it's a different lifestyle, I should say.
Right.
But if you're going back there as a married couple and you go out there and hang out. Yeah, then you go, well, it's nothing exciting.
Right.
It's cool. I could be there in Hawaii. It'd be the same fucking thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no difference.
It's way cheaper in
Before we
Mexico.
worked for the company,
It's cheaper in Mexico.
Yeah.
Before we worked for the tour company, we were down there for how many months were we down there for? We were down there for a month or two. we were down there for a month.
We're down for a month.
And we're about out of money.
We were
and we're
partying.
walking up and down, and we're partying at the clubs where they had
We
the
had no
parties.
money
We were
to come
partying
home.
where the women that we knew would be. We were partying at these spots, and we went to the cool spots, and we're running out of money. And I look at him, and I'm like, dude, we've got like maybe a week left. And Eric had a credit card that had like $700 on it, which was just enough to get us 2 one-way tickets home.
Yeah.
You think I'm kidding?
No,
No, seriously, yeah.
There's a serious shit.
We never used it just in case of that emergency.
That was the emergency
But
fund,
literally,
yeah.
I think Andy had $50 his name, and I think I had $150.
And I had
we
this.
had no way to get back.
I had this leather freaking, like a Paperboy's hat, like this leather hat, and this little restaurant we'd eat at. It was right next to our hotel in the Central, and the lady, she used to always offer to buy it from me, and I'm like, no, I can't sell my hat. So finally, I'm down to like $50. I got 2 more nights on my side. Eric and I would always opposite. I pay this night, you pay that night. We're paying like $25 a night at this hotel. And granted, it's a freaking $200 a night hotel. But we're in this we had this big lobby, this Bonampak
Right across the
hotel.
street from
The Playa de Toros is not there anymore, the bull rink. And we had the freaking premier room, and it was $25 a night. And we thought
we never saw a bullfight there.
we never saw a bullfight.
But
We saw the bulls
in Tijuana.
and we did.
Yeah.
But so we're staying there. I got 2 more nights, and he's got like 4 more nights. So we got like 6 nights, And we go down to this restaurant. We got to eat, so we go down and we get some food, and it's going to be like a $20 tab, essentially. And it's my turn to buy the dinner. And the lady comes over. She goes, "I want to buy your hat." And she goes, "I want this hat." And I'm like, "Nah." I said to her in Spanish. I said, "If you want to buy my hat, it's like buying a piece of my heart. It's like buying a piece of mi corazón, And she says, "Oh." And so she comes back and she goes, "I'll give you $50 for the hat, and I'll buy your dinner." And I looked at her and I said, "Would you like it gift wrapped?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "That's fucking 2 more nights in Cancun."
Yeah.
Made it.
I went to a restaurant down there, and I wore white pants and a white top, and it was a barbecue place on the north side of Cancun.
That wasn't smart.
Yeah, nothing could come from this. Sorry.
Barbecue with white pants and orange shirt.
I
Roy.
walked out of there unscathed. I don't know how the fuck I did it.
Wow.
But I walked out and I went, There is no barbecue sauce on me.
Did
I
you
can't remember
eat?
the name
It
of
was
the
all
restaurant.
stuck in his
Wait,
beard.
wait, but did you eat?
Oh yeah, I ate too. Yeah,
He ate a cracker.
Yeah, Roy eats. Roy eats. Roy does not.
Roy got a rack of ribs.
Yeah, Roy does not hold back on eating.
I don't remember the name of the joint, but it's a place. It's a place that's up here somewhere in the States. I can't remember the name of the place.
It was
Tony
different, you know.
Roma's?
Yeah, that's it. Tony Roma's.
I remember Tony Roma's.
Yeah, that was in North End.
Yeah,
Some
I remember-
hotel up
yeah,
there.
I remember Tony Roma's.
Yeah, we
There's
went
Tony
over to
Romo's down there.
but
I mean, so we ate
This
dog
Lou Mike Harris
tacos.
and go
You name it.
diving.
But
we used to actually kind of remember that there was a little restaurant there where we go and hang out there, and we didn't realize this, but we got to know all the locals there at this little bar, and it was just a quiet little bar and whatever.
Little
We'd have a
backgammon
drink,
backgammon
and we played
table.
Backgammon.
So I'm Lebanese.
Turns
It
out
was a
that
fucking-
I was all the cartel.
It was all the
I can play
cartel.
some
all the
backgammon.
cartel that hung out there.
We
And
didn't know.
We
We're
didn't
just
know.
fucking
We were just
ignorant
young
kids.
But we're basically
It's
playing
this little-
backgammon with this
Cartels, backgammon, chess, pool.
And
We had pool
no
tables.
idea.
It was this little hole in the wall bar. It was this little
It was a
bar that
fucking cool place.
no tourists went there.
No one went there.
No
but, you know,
tourists went there. No one even. knew it
Did
was
you
fu-
ever question why no tourists went there? I mean,
You have to understand. You have
But
to understand.
it wasn't shady. It wasn't
shady.
cool.
it was just all
nice.
cartel guys.
But it wasn't like it wasn't like the club. It wasn't.
It was kind of like the Blur.
yeah.
Dark, dreary.
Okay.
It's off the side. It was on the.
It's not a real draw unless you wanted to be
wasn't-
there,
it
kind of a
wasn't on
thing.
the ocean.
Understand
It was on
something.
the other
It's on
side of
it's
the-
on the lagoon
It
side.
was on the lagoon side.
It's on the lagoon side, and you have to
Nothing
understand.
special about it.
There's 10 miles. There's 10 miles of Zona Hotelera. 10 fucking miles, and 10 miles of hotels, of bars, of restaurants, of shopping, of carts, of fucking,
Everything.
you
Just
name it,
everything you
name it,
needed.
name
Everything
it,
you
you
needed.
name it, you can have it in 10 miles. And this one plot is on this one little fucking piece, like in between. There's like, okay, so if you travel towards town about a half a mile, there's a road that went out on the peninsula into the middle of the lagoon, and there's some homes in this little area, and this is just some random freaking spot, and we just stopped in there for a drink, and it became our fucking home base, you know. And
Nice.
we go in there and hang out, and we do all this stuff, and next thing you know, we're doing all this, and it wasn't until like later on, we're like, this is a little strange. You know, like there's only the same guys there every single time. We never see any tourists. We never see anybody different. It's always the same. Yeah. Well, we've come to find out, you know, years later, we realized how much the cartel was involved there, and how much the cartel ran the freaking clubs and the places that we. And we're friends with all the owners of these bars. I'm talking bars that have like 3,000 people a night, and we're in their freaking back office, freaking getting them naked girls. You know what I mean? Like hooking them up with, you know, like we're doing shit. And we realize
you gotta
all
work.
cartel.
They're only it's good looking kids over there, young kids.
If we would have knew what we knew now,
I wouldn't have done it.
You would have
we'd
owned
still be
Cancun.
there. Yeah, we'd still be there because they would like it would have been their inside edge on everything, you know.
Well, you would have capitalized more on it.
Yes, exactly right.
Basically,
Yeah,
so.
we would have capitalized more. I mean, we already capitalized on it because we were protected. You know, like we were wondering why.
So
like,
you
our
wear
lives-
condoms, is what you're saying. You're protected.
We
but whatever.
were wondering why our lives were so good, but
What's
we
a
realized.
condom?
Those are things you put on.
Yeah.
Your fingers when you do a male
Yeah.
Or a female.
or female.
Or a female. I don't know.
Definitely female.
Yeah, no idea. So, I don't know.
Well, what do you think there, Michael? I mean, we're not going to be here next week, so that's probably why we went like 12 hours today.
Yeah, we're 3 hours in. Do you guys
Oh,
want to?
shit.
I mean,
That's about it. That's about. How long? You listen to this shit afterwards?
No.
I reviewed things.
Review?
I do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
3 hours are long.
Well, yeah. So anyway,
We could call it a day.
yeah, we can. Yeah, okay. So fuck everybody. Roy wants to shut it down.
It's Roy's fault.
So yeah. So
Roy's that dick.
so okay.
We're out next week, so
We're out now. Yeah, you guys are out
is
next
episode
week
12.
because you're on a cruise.
Yeah.
I may do some stuff to
okay.
fucking blast them fuckers.
Maybe it'll be you and me, Mike.
Yeah, maybe we'll just show up here and just get drunk as fuck.
So
maybe we'll do on location at
Casablanca.
Casablanca. We'll do it on location at Casablanca.
Grab the box.
Maybe I'm gonna get a special guest appearance by Beth.
Yes, and his.
Whoa.
No, you guys should be gone. You can't whoa if you're not going to be here.
Well, that's bullshit.
No, it isn't. It's real.
No, it's bullshit.
Well,
maybe it's bullshit.
Because Beth,
she would dig this. She would totally dig
Is
this.
she cool with
No.
oh yeah.
No,
like
his
dirty, nasty?
No.
Hey, let me just tell you something.
Okay, first off,
Beth
she
and
calls
I-
me daddy.
Yeah,
So
Beth and I have a special relationship.
you've seen her call me daddy. So.
Karen, you do not want to see Beth and I get together because it is, when we have a conversation, it is the funniest shit you've ever heard because everything's a sexual innuendo. She no matter what she says, it always comes out sexually innuendo.
That's only
and of course I can't resist, and so we go back and forth, and it's just pure humor because she loves it.
All right.
Like innuendo and out the other.
Beth also bartendered for many
right.
years,
Well,
20
we have-
years. So
we
she
do
knows how to to sling it back and give it.
Yeah, we know. We definitely let people know that we're not here to offend everybody. Well, but we will. And it's not on purpose. It's all tongue in cheek and humor. And,
So yeah,
and
so
we're 12-year-old kids.
Some of it's on purpose.
Yeah, well, a lot of it's on
sometimes.
purpose, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will. And apparently, Beth is going to be available.
Well, I don't know.
I know,
She might be, but she might be. You know,
because she's got to be. Well, we can have her dial in. We can do that.
Well, we can dial it in.
Yeah, we can dial it in. But anyways,
if she can't do next week, well, maybe she can do another one.
She can do another one.
She'll
And
a special guest appearance.
yeah, we can do
We can
something.
drag her right down here to the illustrious cigar cave and lube oil and filter change,
Yeah, and hair salon
And hair salon.
fucking whatever we call it. But
and have her meet Todd.
fucking
Todd.
no, Todd. You know what?
Who's that numbnut right there?
When you guys are going to be gone, when you guys are gone, Todd is going to get changed. I'm just saying.
Todd.
I don't know why, but I'm just saying
We're
Todd may or may not get changed up a bit.
So, we're going to come back to pure hell.
Oh, I'm going to find us a gope or a gope.
A gope?
I
Yeah.
could find us a gope down to Mexico, but we're going to find another jackalope down there.
Oh, God, I hope so.
Replacement lope.
Well, we got to have it with real antlers, though. Not these chicken feet. That's what they look
They
like.
look like chicken feet.
Don't they?
Okay, yes, they do. They do like, which is why me and Todd are going to have a real heart-to-heart discussion while you guys are gone. And just saying that I love Todd. Him and I have talked a little bit. I'm gonna drill his mouth out so I can mount him
I've never seen
myself.
a white jackalope, by the way.
Well,
is it
it's a
winter
winter one.
It's a winter. It's a winter.
Yeah.
jackalope.
Yeah, it's like an Arctic hare kind of thing. Yeah.
But my thought is
Shut this fucker off.
that Todd has oral skills that he wants to distribute.
Guys, and sometimes Bob.
Oh, now he's got the intro on.
You did the intro now.
Okay, great.
We got Trump now, so no, can't shut it off. It's gotta go.
Live from
Oh, it's
the
gotta go?
multifaceted wonder of the world, the cigar cave, tobacco alley.
That's why we have one
lube,
engineer.
Oil, tire shop,
I'm not
hair
sure we've got
salon,
that.
Where life's essentials meet in a symphony of tobacco,
Fucking Andy.
threads, and trim.
Join us, your amiable hosts, and our enigmatic Bob, as we navigate the smoky corridors of casual banter,
go.
drifting from the
folks, it's been
profound to the
fun.
profoundly absurd.
It has been
Our
a day.
conversations
It's
are
been
as
a fucking day.
unpredictable
It's
as
been
the
real or
services
something.
offered at our illustrious recording
Well,
venue.
as soon as we get rid of
Whether
this
you're
thing,
tuning in
Wow.
for a metaphorical
Andy
oil
had to
change
hit
of the
all the
mind,
fucking buttons.
a
I
philosophical
feel a band coming
haircut,
on.
or just to hear the latest in steam distilled wisdom,
Look at that.
you've
He-
come to the
Yeah,
right
he doesn't
place.
even care.
Can't hear what you're
Here
saying,
at
but
Three
whatever.
Guys and sometimes Bob,
You don't even care.
every
I
episode
love
is a
it.
unique
Yeah,
blend
no
of
idea.
insights,
What?
laughter, and
well.
the unexpected.
It's definitely
and the
unexpected.
unexpected.
Yeah.
Sponsored by the Cigar Cave for your finest smoking pleasures and
Mike
steam
Tyson
distilling
right
for those
here.
spirited
Mike
debates.
Tyson
We
doesn't
invite you
sound
to
like
relax,
Mike.
light up a cigar,
Tyson.
pour a glass of expertly crafted spirit, and enjoy the ride. It's not just a podcast, It's an experience.
Fuck yeah, it is.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
so we are 3 hours and 15 minutes in.
And we're
so
out.
fuck off.
Have a day.
Bam!